We are live, yes.
We're live?
Yes.
All right, good morning. Good morning. A huge day in KMS history. I'm Kirk Minahan. I'm joined by Mike Geary, Andy Mayo, who left me some wacky gift there.
It's just pens.
Yeah, it's like a bit. I threw it away. I was happy. I don't need your bits today.
I'll pick them out of the
It's a big day.
garbage
If I could do it over, you would not be here today. But it's okay. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. The senior producer of the Kirk Minahan Show, Justin Trudell, is here.
Oh, wow. Congratulations,
Hello.
Justin.
Yes. And the newest member of the Kirk Minahan Show, David John Cullinane, is back.
Wow.
The drops are already coming down. John Cullinane?
David John Cullinane.
David John Cullinane is back.
Yep.
Welcome back, Dave.
I assumed you were guessing.
Huh?
I'm a little nervous. It's my
I
first
assumed you
day.
were guessing it then.
Yeah, is that a bit or no? Off to a good
No,
start.
I am nervous. Definitely. It's weird.
Why? You've been here a million
This is
times.
round 3, for God's sakes, with you.
It's really round 4 if you count the 3 weeks when filling in for Steve.
That's not employment.
No,
though.
true.
Well,
yeah.
you let me do some sales on the side. And
That's
things like
right,
that.
yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
So, yeah.
So we'll give you, before we get to the other big news of the day, obviously, we'll give you a little back channel as to how Cullinane came back to the show. I'm sure you're curious, Andy.
I am.
Okay. As always, Mike.
Yeah.
The go-between, the conduit, was Michael Montante.
Really?
Yes. So the thing happened with
How did he keep his mouth shut yesterday?
that's the amazing thing.
He didn't.
Oh, he told you?
No, yeah, I walk in this morning, he's like, so you know who the producer is? And
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, no. And he's like, yeah, you do.
So things move so fast in this world. The freaking guy who I used to do the radio show with, who did the show with the Merloni guy.
Callahan?
No,
Mutt.
Mutt. Jesus Christ, he just feels so irrelevant today, doesn't he? Didn't hear his name once yesterday. But so once it didn't go through with him, and I didn't really want him to have the job anyway, but once it didn't go through with him, I started thinking about some other people. I actually thought about Montante. So I reached out to Montante and said, hey, are you interested? You can do your sales stuff. We'll give you a base salary. We'll try and, BO boys. Sorry. Huh? So we'll give you a base salary. You can do your sales stuff. We'll figure something out maybe. And he was very nice. He said, can't do, I have a great job right now, making a lot of money, and my boss doesn't know how stupid I am pretty much. So I'm going to stay in New Jersey, da. He said, but I think Cullinane would do it. And it hadn't even crossed my mind, honestly. I said, oh, okay, maybe. My guess is Cullinane, Montante talks to everybody, so I'm sure you said something to him at some point.
I think like when I first left, he called me or something like that.
A year ago?
I don't know. Maybe we talked sporadically.
First day out. Yeah, I'd go
Well,
back.
he asked me like, what are you going to do
It's
now?
weird
All this
seeing you
stuff.
in that chair.
I know.
We
You
can
like?
switch.
I think
No,
I
it's
think
fine.
there's going to be a lot of switching going on in that room.
Yes.
We're going to figure out who the better guy in that chair is, Mike.
Interesting.
Probably Dave.
Yeah,
That's exciting.
We're going to find out. We're going to find. Dave's never done a drop in his life.
Dave was bad with
Right,
drops,
this
and
is brand
Justin, I think, is good. He's better than you give
Well,
him
he's
credit
not good, but he's getting better. He's
funny.
bad.
It's
He's right.
funny.
Yeah, he's comedic.
Yeah.
yeah, he's comedic.
Well, Dave always said it was because
I could use a couple
Steve's
of those pens
system.
in retrospect, Andy. What's that?
I've got a lot more.
I know you. I'm sure
I'll get
you're a
them out of the
guy. You're a guy who has
garbage.
plenty of pens. There's no doubt about that.
Island
There's no
over there.
question. What's that?
I said it's Penn Island over there.
Shut up. So I called Dave. He called back, and then we talked about it for, I don't know, like 10 minutes or something. And he was open to it with some, I said, hey, no, I'm okay for now. Fine, Andy, thank you. He had he's like, some reservations, I understood, just for his job. He's doing other stuff. He's doing that financial stuff. And obviously we know now he's a true crime expert.
Savant.
Savant. I mean, Dave and I get things federally done on the federal level, not on the local level.
Oh my God, Steve must have been absolutely fucking
I was talking to you
disgusting.
yesterday. Steve sent me a text. He's like, I can't believe Cullinane is a fucking. And then Steve pointed out with the dead baby. It's really two. You have two of them. Yeah, well, it's true.
Right.
It'll really annoy the two of them when Mick solves one.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, he is working on it slowly, but he'll get to the Vegas stuff.
It's more likely you'll be solving Mick's murder than
That's
Mick solving
I
a
don't think
murder.
it'll be a long season. So
Oh, he hung himself. One episode.
Jesus Christ.
take it easy, Andy. So Dave and I talked. We pretty much really at that point nailed it down.
Yeah, it was
I think it was like 90% done. He said he had to check with some of the people he does the financial stuff. I said no problem. He said, hey, I might have to do this and this and this in addition to the show because, he's not going to make as much as he did last time. So I said, yeah, I understand that. So, and then we were pretty much done. And then we pretended with the other two guys this week, kind of. Although, like I said, I kind of wanted to see, because let's be honest, this won't last long with these two.
Sure.
Justin will be gone soon in some form or fashion. Dave To me, Dave is like if Dave gives me another year and a half, that's a huge win.
He's like a journeyman
Star.
reliever.
He's a TikTok star. Like, we get him on the ascent. He's having dinner with people before the Karen Reed trial starts again in January. We'll get him till then. So, but no, I knew it was like 90% done. Then I talked to Portnoy. And Portnoy was like, "You got to be kidding me." He's like, He's like, "This fucking show is ridiculous."
Why does he even have an opinion on that?
Well, the idea that you're replacing Coleman, who replaced you, is on the show
Crazy
is
fucking world. I'm
correct.
sure he's seen some crazy shit at Barstool before.
There's really no show like this, though. I was thinking about this morning, where the fans not only care about who produces this. Nobody knows who produces a fucking podcast generally, or a show. Not really. Right. They care about who sits in what chair in the producer's room.
Right.
Like there's a level to it that is unusual.
Yeah. I am interested in that.
That's what I'm saying.
Justin is Cullinane's boss?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Yes.
Senior producer.
That was, first of all, that was never discussed on our phone calls whatsoever.
Which would make Cullinane Junior producer.
That's kind of your
fault.
fault.
Okay, just to make...
Well, I think Cullinane's sort of the...
Clarity's
I'm trying to think of the title for it.
Intern?
I would almost say senior consultant for the Kirk Minahan show.
Yeah, so is he like a part-time?
You like that title?
Nice.
You like that title?
Nice. Yeah.
Senior consultant. On the it is me at the top still.
Sure.
I would say second, in a way, is still Steve Robinson. Like he almost has that senior
That's crazy.
position where Justin still has to report to him on the big stuff.
So insulting.
Then Justin, then Dave, I would say.
That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, well, Steve co-created the show. He has, he was here for the creation of the show.
Sure.
It's kind of like the guy, like the other guy was Steve Jobs. He's not.
Wozniak?
Yeah, he's not around, but yet he has that title. It's a title. It's a title.
I'm saying it's bizarre.
Yeah. Well, okay, you're getting a little busy, Justin, but that's okay. More is better than less. So yeah. So I mean, and it was, as always, when the announcement was made, people were really excited, which is, as I always say, very unusual. When somebody leaves the show and they come back, everyone really likes it. And I'm sure they will like Dave the entire time he's here. I have no doubt about that. I mean, people wanted Coleman back yesterday. This is what happens when people just leave. It becomes magic. It's magic.
The only reason I didn't think that was happening was I didn't think Dan would spoil the announcement like that.
Well, he texted me in the afternoon.
Think there was a chance.
Yeah, Quigsy put together some things that were very funny. And he's like, is Coleman coming back? And I was like, no. I said, between us, it's Cullinane. And he said, oh, do you mind if we? I was like, no, go for it. It's funny. It'll just get people talking. Who did you think it was, Mike?
I never guessed Cullinane.
Right.
Like I said, Coleman I thought was an actual possibility until I saw that.
You called.
What was that?
Rico called me.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, not Rico didn't call you.
Yeah,
I know who did.
I got a phone number from someone, so I figured.
Somebody maybe who birthed Dave Cullinane is my guess.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Cullinane honestly didn't really ever cross my mind. I thought,
Justin's fucking phone. You got to be able to answer the phone, Justin, during the show.
yeah, take it off, do not
I mean,
disturb.
Jesus Christ. No, don't call him back. Don't call him back.
I don't know why Justin lies to you like that.
Why do I lie to you?
Oh, I like this.
Rico Bosco called me. I showed Justin that he called.
Why are you lying, Justin?
Like,
Another boy,
why wouldn't you
Dave.
just
Another
say?
boy, Dave.
Why wouldn't you just say Rico called Dave and Dave told me?
Well, because
It does feel longer.
Boy, who works for who in this
What did you say?
conversation?
He
huh?
just said Rico called, right?
But didn't he do something like Portnoy texted him last show or something like that?
Yeah, he's lying.
Why does he do that?
So you think he's a liar?
No, he does fibs. These are fibs.
Are you a fibber, Justin?
White lies.
sure.
Uh-oh, he's not going to like this. Colin's going to break him.
Oh, I'm not.
What are you doing, Justin?
Now I took it off Do Not Disturb, and people are no caller ID. I've had fans been calling me.
That's another no-caller ID?
You can put it on silent though, right?
I mean, isn't it one or the other?
No, it's. See.
No, it's either
No,
your
he-
voicemail or fucking Blink 182 songs.
So maybe it's a warranted lie because then you go
What
through
is
this
that?
process.
It's, so
Yeah, how do you feel
I took
now,
my
Dave?
phone
Yeah,
off Do
fucking
Not
asshole.
Disturb.
Okay, it's just torpedoing the show. What is going on?
Here we go.
Here we go, what?
Here's someone
Okay.
that's not no caller.
Hello.
Chase Cullinane here.
Hey, Chase, how are you?
Oh, wow.
Hello, Chase.
Yeah, Daddy, I know I give you shit, but I just want to say I'm proud of you for going back to work. It's way better than what Mutt does to his kids, making them smell those smelly horses.
What do you think of that, Dave? That's nice to Chase to call.
Doctors, yeah.
Did you-
Yeah, looking for women.
Yeah. Did you enjoy your
They
birthday,
stink.
Chase,
Those horses, they
yesterday?
smell.
Shut up, Dave. What was that, Chase?
Those horses, they smell.
Yeah, they do.
It's way better being at home.
Yeah, good. Well, good. Oh, that's very nice. You anything you want to say to Chase, Dave?
Well, I just want to say I love you, and I had a blast on your birthday, and I hope you had just as much fun.
What'd you do on your birthday, Chase?
Yeah, I love you, Daddy. Now, Grandma, that's a different fucking story.
Right. Right, there you go. All
She
right.
smells like bourbon. She smells like bourbon.
All right. Goodbye, Chase. There you go. Chase Cullinane is back. See the excitement.
Thank goodness.
So if I put a gun to your head yesterday, Mike, who would you have said at 4 o'clock? After the Coleman video came out.
Either someone I never heard of
Right.
that you worked with in the past or something. I thought maybe Jim Murray. I was like,
I
why?
saw that out there. That was
Yeah.
not good. I mean, that's not like.
I really
realistic.
didn't think so, but I was like, he has to do something on Tuesday, figure it out. But I figured he probably would have announced it on Felger and Matt. I didn't really know how that would work.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Cullinane would have been 15th on my list probably.
How about you, Mayo?
Well, the Jim Murray thing the only way it made sense to me was what I thought might have happened was Jim texted you about Mutt and said, "Wow, Mutt's such a fool. I would have taken that offer. Work for you, also work for Barstool." And
I didn't script it, but I guess I
he's
kind of
made
thought the
enough
same
money
thing.
to move on. And so if he said to you, "I would have done that," I was like, maybe Kirk said, "Jim, why don't you?"
Sure.
Let's
I mean, I
see.
would have talked. I just don't think he would leave that show for. I
No,
think he
it
just
would
likes
have to be-
sports and likes
Right.
that. I don't think he would. I don't think he wants to do that. So, no, I mean, there wasn't really. Once Dave said he would do it, I was kind of done. Like I was sort of all set.
What made you soften on Cullinane? Because he was fired.
Well, look at it now. Is
Less than a year
well,
ago.
he quit.
It was a mutual decision. Yeah.
Well,
right.
it's half the responsibility now.
Right.
Colleen's like half a. I've always said you're not a full person.
You have said
Like
that for a long
physically, like
time,
yeah, I've said
It's
like
true.
so to me he's like half. So now he has like half the responsibility.
Yeah.
To me, it makes sense.
Makes sense to
So
me.
Justin
Yeah,
kind of
thank you.
has 1.5 jobs.
No, half and half is one.
Oh.
Are they both full
They're
time?
both both half.
Montante math. What?
Okay.
Are they what?
Are they both full time?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, they're both full time. Right, Dave?
Yes.
Yes. Right, Justin?
I hope so.
Yes, I think so.
That
As
would
of
suck
now.
if I got.
Yeah, you're
No,
fired.
No,
Sorry.
part time.
Got demoted.
That would fucking suck.
We fired you. Sorry. Nope. Yep. We got. So we have. What's funny is because of the Plymouth thing, that was not really Dave's fault. I mean, these things happen. Cokes are size of the. Who's to say, right, Dave?
Right. A lot of people would play there, right?
Right, and as I always say, you see the Plymouth screen right here. It's right in front of me right now. So we learn from our mistakes. You know this, man. You talk to people about this. You learn from your mistakes and you try and grow.
Yes. Although, yes, I don't subscribe to Coleman's philosophy of not believing in mistakes.
Is that Coleman's philosophy?
Remember, he said that
I don't
to
remember.
you. Yeah.
No, I don't remember.
He's like,
He
I
did
don't
say
really
something like
believe
that.
in mistakes.
Well,
There are no mistakes.
Well, okay. So, we'll see how I think it's going to be fine. I think, I like having these two guys here. It was kind of the idea like I had with Mutt was with Cullinane here, Mike here most of the time. It's just a good, and Justin, it's like that's the show. Like,
Yeah.
that's a huge part of the show's history.
Yeah.
I didn't want to, nothing against John Dales, the plumber, even John from Scranton, these people. Like I didn't want to go through a thing again where somebody new was coming in and we were doing that thing again. I like the idea we're coming back to what the show is.
Yeah.
And that's, so this is going to be the show for as long as these guys want to do it or until they fuck up and I fire them.
You hung with the guys a couple weeks ago and said, I missed this. Me, Dave, Justin,
When was that?
the guys.
I don't recall.
We
that.
were all in a couple weeks ago with Mutt.
You remember
Oh, yes. I think you meant like outside. I was like, what the fuck?
No,
are you
yeah, we
talking
were
about?
hanging out. Well,
I'm sure there'll be a lot of those now.
when you went axe
Plenty
throwing?
of, plenty of that, yes.
this is new. We're hanging out tonight. We're going to a concert.
Well, we'll see about it. I was thinking about traffic going to Lynn. I think that's probably not going to happen.
ugly,
That's
yeah.
probably not going to happen. Just if I'm
Going into
being
Labor Day
honest.
weekend.
Yeah, that's probably a no. Yeah. Well, then you just go home after this.
Yeah.
Dabby's letting you go home.
Thank you, Daddy.
Yeah.
Daddy giving me the weekend.
It's,
It's worse than the Farwell Birchmore text, honestly. Jesus, it makes me sick. But yeah, I'm titillated by it at the same time. Battling my demons. But what was your thought process, Dave?
Not much.
I believe that.
You called. I was on the beach, and you just kind of laid it all out.
What are you writing down, Mayo?
Like Ari Gold.
Yep.
What are you writing down?
I just wrote down make Justin puke with a question mark just for later.
Oh, good.
So I
okay.
don't forget.
Good. I'm
Nice.
sorry, Dave. Go ahead.
Yeah, we just worked through those other things.
Yep.
That was very easy to work through, and that was it. That was fine.
Yeah. So now we're just part of the show again.
Now, I saw a good question. Did your wife ever know that you
Didn't
were
have
not,
a
we're
job.
not at this job?
Yes.
She knew. Trust me, she knew. That's why he's here.
Now, my mother, on the other hand,
Keep-
completely different story.
Keeps leaving the house.
How do you feel about working with Justin?
I love Justin. I'm looking forward to it.
You worked with Justin originally.
Is that true?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
the original plan, is that he was going to be
Oh,
in what
that's
is now my
right.
seat. Yeah.
And Justin
right.
has usurped him.
That's true for now. I don't know. We'll see. How do you feel, Justin?
I feel great.
So I call Justin. He's one of the great idiots who's
Oh, yeah.
ever,
I was waiting to hear
This
this.
is
who's ever lived. I mean, the true moron. So I called him, And I said, hey, just so you know, it's Cullinane. You know, Cullinane's going to be the producer. This would have been...
This was Tuesday.
Tuesday?
Yes.
Tuesday. And he's like, oh, thank God. He's like, I thought it was going to be Mick.
Oh.
I said, no, I don't. You know, we love Mick, but no, obviously that wasn't going to be the case. And he's like, oh, I got to be honest also. He's like, when you said it was like a girl, he's like, I thought you were going to hire Kate to be the producer of the show.
I wondered that too.
I said, my daughter was going to drop out of high school and produce the show? See, you guys going to college next year.
That would be so uncomfortable.
Yeah. Also, be like one of those weird like musicians who brings their daughter with them in the band and like sings with like what? What the show talks about?
Yes, I understand that. But when you were describing it, you said it was a girl who's kind of related to the show, has never been in the studio before. And I was like, I'm trying to think of...
But I was doing misdirection, as I said later on.
Yes, but if you weren't doing a misdirection, I was trying to think like, what are you going to bring in? Courtney Fallon?
Yes.
So I was trying to think like, who could it be? And then I was like, I don't know. Maybe she's going to college this year. She's going to take a year off of college.
A gap year, as they say.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is nothing wrong with.
Okay.
And
Thank you.
people...
How about just her being like on camera every day?
Yes,
and then,
yes.
like,
I was like,
does that make a
that's
lot of
why I
sense
was
to you?
17.
That's why I was like,
all right.
it makes no sense.
Makes
I don't
no
know how old
sense.
she is.
You're sure you don't. But like, it doesn't. Yeah,
Yes, it makes no
it's
sense.
stupid. It's stupid.
That's why I said like, I don't know why
You're an
this went
idiot.
through my-
Yeah.
Yes, I'm a
you're an idiot.
retard.
Yeah, we know.
Yes.
You're an idiot. Yeah, but I was just like, what the fuck are you? But Andy Mayo was thinking like you, so that must
Oh
make
yeah.
you feel better.
I immediately DM Ziggy. Could he be talking about Kate?
Yes, definitely.
Great
I
minds think
thought it
alike.
might be like a work study because sometimes in high school they'll do
Mayo,
like.
do you listen to this fucking show?
Yes, I listen to the show. Nothing ever makes sense here. Crazy shit
Man,
happens.
the shit we talk about. You think I'm gonna put my daughter on camera every day and talk about that shit? She's 17.
You had her at Sacco and you didn't hold back. You talked
Okay,
about
okay,
you talked about the screen
Mayo,
fitting
Mayo,
in what's her name's vagina.
Mayo, we on camera that day? Every day? She's gonna run the
well,
fucking
cameras-
show Twitter account?
Look, I'm just saying. You
you a
gave us
fucking idiot?
You gave us misdirection and we followed it
Yes.
down the
I said
fucking
during the
path
show
you
there
wanted
was a
us to
misdirection.
follow it down.
I said during the show I was kidding.
That could have been misdirection. It could be multi-layered misdirection.
losers
The
This is
entire
all-
show
knows
is him
anything.
misdirecting you people.
These
Like,
whole
how many-
losers are like, oh, you should. He's like, date dumber than Cullinane. You should hire Kendra Middleton.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna hire the girl who went after
that?
fucking Ryan Whitney about a cartoon bear.
Listen,
Like, oh, you should hire Lucy Burge. Oh, yeah, should last 45 seconds in that fucking studio. There will never be a woman hired full time on the show because they can't fucking take the joke. That's all. I'm not saying they're weaker than men. They're just not as smart.
Mentally weaker.
Yes, mentally weak. Yeah, if we need to birth or something, we'll bring a woman in.
I mean, the show breaks plenty of men.
Not real men.
Ridiculous.
That's a good
Yeah, women.
It's an outrageous claim.
And we hired, somebody tweeted me correctly, we hired a lesbian today.
I'm a little bit more masculine now, I would say.
With
Yeah.
what, the hair highlights?
I'm more fit.
He does
You
look
know, I don't-
fit.
It's a shame that nobody's noticed it. At
What
this
is
point,
Kara, does
but-
Kara Reed,
you
is
look
Kara
fit,
Reed
you
just
look
like, is
fit.
she like a queen from like the 1600s? She's just bringing people who worship her to have dinner?
I said-
Do you
I-
guys like feed her or
I
something?
said to her, I
Like,
thought it was ridiculous.
like, what is the point of that?
I don't really understand. I was very nervous because I don't like interactions like that with no purpose whatsoever.
How boozed up? Would she run you over or no? Was she boozing or
Did not. She
No
did not.
boozing?
No boozing.
No, you smell booze in her breath or no?
No.
Okay.
So you think she's innocent?
I think she's factually innocent.
Wined
She's
and
not
dined.
guilty. But I
Wined
asked
and
some tough
dined.
I asked some tough questions. I
Sure.
certainly did.
Yeah.
I certainly did.
Like what?
What's your number?
The problem is I don't retain information well.
Sure.
I wish I illegally recorded
I
it.
solved
and
the
then
fucking
asked her
murder with
after.
this guy.
Did
Just
you
keep
run
that in
that man
mind.
over?
He doesn't
Well, we
retain
recorded everything.
He doesn't
and
retain
we
information
recorded
that
everything.
well.
We took notes. This was just a
did too.
casual 3.5 hour dinner. That's all.
Who was the other loser you were with?
A pity invite. They invited somebody from YouTube who was a nice guy.
Pity.
That was supposed to be Nurse Kim. Who was
You
a
were
legend.
you weren't
Yeah.
the pity invite.
No.
You
I
were
was
the man of the
original.
track.
I was the
Stop.
original
Right,
invite.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, Nurse Kim was there.
She was supposed to be there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I saw somebody say that they were now followed by an account called Nurse Kim's Tits. Is that
nice.
her? Is that her account? Or is that a
It
parody
could be one
account?
of her burners. It would make sense.
Nice.
What were you saying, Mike?
Do you think that Nurse Kim will be in this seat at some point?
I would say probably not.
Okay.
I don't think she's I don't know. I don't really know her. I've not really paid much attention to Cullinane's side hustle or
really a side
co-hustle
hustle,
now.
but
I mean,
Will you still be doing that show?
Why can't I TikTok? Why can't I
Master-
do other stuff?
sure.
Yeah.
That won't annoy me at all.
Yeah.
No, I can't imagine if there's a bad day, and I'll be fine with it.
Yeah.
I think I'll be mature
That's
as
what I figured.
always. Yeah, what can you do? But Cullinane could take, other than he could take a beating though.
Sure.
He could take a beating like
Absolutely.
nobody else. Like
Yeah.
that's why I saw people were you must have been gratified, Dave. A lot of people were excited.
It was a lot of I enjoyed it.
Great day
Right.
day
There was
yesterday.
a lot of refreshing of the app yesterday. Yeah.
Yesterday was an all-time
Yep.
day. There's no doubt about it. Maybe the best day in the history of the show in a lot of ways. But we'll get to the other thing in a second. We'll keep any apprehension about Cullinane, Justin.
No. If he's back full time, that's awesome. I'm pumped.
Good. Okay, good. Who did you think it was going to be? I mean, other than Mick and Kate, did you have like anybody else or not?
I thought maybe like there's no way he'd just bring in a random outsider.
No, I'll be honest with you, I never even thought about that. That just doesn't work here. It just doesn't work here.
Yeah, I just didn't know if there was someone.
I offered the job to Kane is able.
Oh, really?
Yes. I did, yeah.
Good.
3-4 times. I had to have him in, but he just kept saying, no, guy's tough.
I just didn't know if there was somebody you
Is
met
that a
along
dog in the
way
hallway?
that,
What is that?
Yeah, there's a dog barking somewhere.
The fuck is that?
I'll check it out.
Be like the cop in Davenport. Shoot it.
Oh, that is a dog.
Thank you.
What the hell?
Feels like it's like in the office, right?
Yeah.
You hear it, Dave?
No.
Or downstairs?
Yeah, that
I
might
think
be
it's,
now
right,
I hear it.
it's right out there, right?
It's hard to tell with the headphones and.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a fucking dog. How hard is it to tell? No, it's out there.
Oh yeah, it's out there.
Noise dog.
With the headphones on, it's harder to tell where the sound's coming from because you're getting it.
Yeah.
You know. This is Are we still on the dog?
Yeah. No. You got it, Justin?
It's outside.
Good job. Thank you.
You want to go shoot it?
What
Yeah.
breed?
Well, it's good. Fucking bark the whole time. You got to do something about it. Go give it a treat or something. Play tricks with it or something.
Scare it.
Yeah. Can you just ask the person to move the dog? We're trying to perform here. What were you going to say, Mayo?
I don't remember.
It's very distracting.
Oh, I was gonna say this is what Justin wanted all along. When you remember he came in and said you had reached out to him about being the producer when Cully was first quitting, and Justin thought you were asking him to be a co-producer, and that's why he agreed. And then he was surprised that
No, I don't remember that. But that makes sense. I
this
mean,
is
yeah.
what Justin wanted all along. He wanted to
See?
be co-producing
Master
with Dave.
plan.
See?
No, I
the Justin,
think Justin's-
the Justin
he's-
haters out there think that there's something to that. Got the kills, and now we got the guy. But
Yep.
Be careful what you wish for.
Interesting.
You need to get it, Dave Cullinane. Now that Justin's out of the room, what are your concerns?
I'm very concerned about Justin, especially the last month. It's been the Justin Trudell show, which has been an absolute travesty to this program.
Sure, I
And
understand.
so,
Yeah.
I don't like this.
we're gonna nip that in the bud.
You think you should be in that chair or no?
Yeah, why not? He's been there. He's been here before me. He's the lead
Why
producer.
don't you go sit in that chair while he's out? Let's get you back in there. Get Justin over in the other chair for a bit.
How's it feel?
Let's shake it up a little bit. What's it like to be home again?
Why can't you guys why
Fix
is
that microphone?
Yeah, why is that microphone always in the standing position?
That now it feels like you're home, Dave, doesn't it?
This feels right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have a seat. Go
Let's see what
ahead.
Justin does when he gets in there. Hey, buddy.
You did?
What'd you do?
Did you wash your hands?
Take that second chair for a little bit, Justin. We're gonna switch things up for right now. See how Dave's doing that.
I don't think he could hear you
Did
until.
you fix the microphone?
Did I?
Yeah, right there.
No. It needs to be tightened.
Okay.
I don't like that stand.
I have to say, Justin's better with drops, but that looks better to me right there.
I think so.
You agree?
Yeah.
That just looks like home, Mayo.
Why can't the drops be done from
Justin's
that chair?
side.
We can.
You don't like to do drops, Dave.
No, but I think it would be better with a two-person approach.
Drop system, you mean?
Well, like he can have a computer here and I can have a computer.
Okay, that's fine. You want to do that, Justin?
Yeah, we can.
You feel
figure it
better
out.
in that
We'll
chair?
Figure it out. Yes,
You do? Okay.
I like this chair.
What was going with the dog?
There were just 3 dogs chilling outside. They were
By themselves?
no, they were being walked, but the owners were chatting it up, talking about the dog life.
Did you ask them to move
What'd you
or no?
say?
I said, "Hey, we're recording something up there." They said, "Okay, we're sorry." And they moved away. I said, "These guys solved a fucking murder yesterday.
I like
Gotta do something."
Take it easy. Yeah. So I mean, Colleen started. Golly, wasn't even supposed to be in today. Came in today, and then starting Tuesday after Labor Day, full time. This is the fucking show.
Nice.
Here we fucking go. How long did you last here, Dave? All kidding aside.
I'd say probably you're right, like a year and a half maybe.
Okay. I'll take that side for that right now.
Right.
Yeah. Wouldn't you, Mike?
Yeah, a bridge year.
Yeah. To what though?
Menace.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's not gonna.
Yeah,
happen.
Menners.
That's not gonna
Mick.
Man, I watched a little bit of Manners. I was running this morning with an absolutely abysmal Kane is able performance.
Kane is.
I mean, just terrible.
Kane is something.
Ugh.
Do you listen to 3 Up, 3 Down?
A little bit. I can't.
He'll tell the wildest
Yeah.
fucking stories.
I don't care about his kids dying.
He's
I don't mean to be a dick, but like
kids
I'm just
died?
yeah. I suppose.
Jesus Christ.
It's the Case season 3. I'll just say that if Kane's involved. No, it's very sad. He's a sweet guy, but he's abysmal. He was abysmal. But anyway, I don't want to get into that world. God knows.
Well, Menners thought it was a lazy decision, or I forget exactly what
Yeah,
he
I
said.
saw that. I get it. Like he's saying, hey, he's waving his arm saying, don't remember this guy. Everyone, you hated this guy a year ago. But my retort to that is like, he's refreshed now. And we have two producers. Part of the reason, it's not even really Dave's fault to some extent. Part of the reason I wanted two producers was because between the case and this show and the live show, it's a hell of a lot of work. It's a lot of responsibility. The case broke both these guys. So, like, now we want to split the duties up a little bit, make it a little easier for these guys.
Is Dave the case producer again?
We haven't really talked about that, Dave.
We have not talked about that.
No, he's his own true crime star.
Right.
Right.
So,
That's tough.
I don't want to drag him down.
Is the case now under the Dave Cullinane brand?
I think so. I think that makes the most sense. The case, by the way, like, should be an absolute monster.
I saw that the video with Turtle Boy seems to be doing well. on
Is that
YouTube.
right? Oh, good.
It has like
I don't know why
25,000
you're
views.
looking in opposite directions.
It's an artistic choice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Justin made.
You got to make sure you got my back, I got yours.
Yeah. Justin made. He's an artist.
Nice.
I don't question. I do think we do case stuff. Like, I think this is a tough background to have when we're talking about
That's a.
Yes.
I haven't even thought about
dead
that.
kids and dead.
Yeah,
like,
I'd say
So, yeah.
Kirk Minifan show background with Dale Bear and
You and
That's fair.
You in an insane asylum.
yeah, it's tough. So I think we got to figure that out as well.
The next season of the case be video. Because I was looking, I didn't realize you guys didn't even upload like even the audio to YouTube.
Yeah.
That's like the biggest podcast platform now.
I'll handle it.
Just saying.
Yeah,
That was 2 years.
people
Like,
find-
Do you work for
I'll kill
YouTube?
you and make it look like somebody else did, and I'll solve the murder.
that was 2 years ago. Was it 2.5 years ago?
Yeah, no, I think Mike is right though. What's that?
But that's developed in the last 2.5
Yeah,
years.
but
Now
we-
everybody's doing
He's
it.
very defensive, Mike. He's very defensive.
I'm actually more defensive on the people who stole that Tully Fanning video yesterday that we did and didn't use it, like didn't quote tweet us or anything. So
From the
many-
case Twitter
So
account?
many fucking people downloaded
I
that
agree.
and pawned it
Well,
off
how
as their
many
own, those
people
fucking
over the
twats.
years have stolen our work?
Way too many.
Way.
Millions of views that should have been yours.
Millions of times you've put that video on TikTok.
Only
of the-
7.
of the
Only 7.
the elevator. But so anyway, if you don't know, yesterday Matthew Farwell was arrested. We announced at the end of the show, and then I kind of was distracted. I'll admit for the rest of the show. Matthew Farwell was arrested for the murder of Sandra Birchmore, which is the season 2 of the case, which we said on season 2 of the case we thought Farwell did it. We laid out why. And then when was the last episode of the case, season 2?
Was that the Turtle Boy one? Are you
I mean
referencing that?
us. No, like the actual season 2. Like, what was it?
Spring of 2023, right?
Is that right? Okay.
what I thought.
Late, early spring, probably.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So.
It was a noble failure was January.
We'll change.
Oh,
the name.
not even
We'll
so.
change the name of that title. Dave.
Never
Go ahead, what's
should've
that?
been there.
January 24th, 2023.
Okay, I thought it was cold. Okay, so more than a year and a half later, Farwell was arrested, and we're 2 for 2. So I do 2 seasons, 2 murders. 2 murders. Just keep in mind, 2 murders solved. 0 advertising for season 2 of the case. 0. 1 murder solved. Season 2. 0 advertisers. So don't forget that. So when people are like, "Oh, why do you hate Barstool? Why do you hate the salespeople?" I love Barstool. I hate the salespeople. As Peter Manham would say, they're liars, thieves, cheats, and whores. That's what he would say. Salespeople will look you in the eye and they will lie to you. And that's one of the many things he was right about. So they can go pound sand. And I'm not doing a season 3 until we have a sponsorship before. I'm not doing it. I'm not looking to profit off, but it's a fucking shitload amount of work. And the producers who I would like to see make some money off it as well are doing a shitload amount of work. So I'd like to be able to bonus them off the case. Plain and simple. I'm not doing anything. Good luck. Because right now, I'm a fucking superhero. I got my phone will beep with like distress signals from somebody. I can leave here in 2 seconds and go solve a murder. But I'm not doing it until it's sponsored.
Damn straight.
Smart.
Yeah. I could solve a murder right now.
Yeah,
Tell me a famous murder, Mike, that's unsolved. Boy, he's good, isn't he, Justin?
I don't know.
Give me a famous unsolved murder, Justin.
Zodiac.
I know who did it.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna tell you. Not if it's unsponsored.
I have tape.
Hmm?
What if I have some tape I can throw?
Yeah, I don't get in the bits. I want a legitimate sales thing. That's what I'm saying. And I don't want it to be Smith's Country Cheese or some goddamn fucking what's that thing where you throw the bag into the hole.
Oh, cornhole.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm looking for socks.
I was gonna say I will sponsor it. It would be
That I would do.
be a nice bump.
I'd be fine with that. But I want A-list sponsorship for season 3 of the case. Season 1, murder solved. Huge numbers, enormous numbers. Season 2, murder solved. Still really big numbers for season 2 of the case, Dave. Confirmed?
Definitely. Yep.
Big. True crime, huge genre. Barstool. Nobody else can do it. Like somebody else could go read a Wikipedia page. You think one of these fucking morons at Barstool is going to solve a murder? No chance. Me, the greatest podcast talent who's ever lived, will do another season of it, solve another goddamn murder, get huge numbers, get Barstool some good press for fucking once, as opposed to some dog doing flips and somebody eating a fucking pizza. I'll solve a goddamn murder, bring some justice to some families, but I want a sponsor for my producers. That's all. And this is a message to you, Barstool salespeople, you rat weasel fucking assholes. Get a sponsorship or get stepping, or one of you might be the subject of season 3.
That's interesting.
What? Well, you never know. I'm not saying me, but who the hell knows? I don't know. Who knows? You know, them wants to knock one of those assholes off?
Yeah. And I imagine season 2 now will be getting a ton of downloads also.
Yes.
From people being like, hey, someone was talking about this a year and a half ago.
I hate to. I'm a very Peter Minahan kick lately, Mike. There's no such thing as a ton of those. That's 2,000 pounds of listeners. Go to your
Based
room.
on your audience.
Go to your room.
I think it'll be 7
Go
tons.
to your room.
I didn't see a ton.
Go stay in the corner.
I didn't
Go
see a
stay in
ton
the
of credit
corner.
out there, though. I didn't see a
You're
ton
saying,
of articles.
you're saying
tagging.
a ton. Kirk, you're saying a ton. The ton's 2,000 pounds.
That had to be infuriating. Well, you do that now.
Yes. Right. It was. That's how it was
wow.
infuriating. Now
Oh,
it turned.
wow. Oh, God.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Go stay in the corner. Think about that. What's that? Yeah. I saw some. Awful Announcing basically copy and pasted the first story.
Yep.
Including the same picture, by the way, which is a good picture. I don't know if you saw it, Mayor. I like that picture. But you know how that is. Like they're never going to give us credit. We're not looking for credit.
Right.
The irony is, I saw a lot of people, including your burner account, Radio Watch, tweeting how the Globe isn't doing journalism. This is actually one of the few times where the Globe actually did some journalism.
Right.
You said that in the Turtle Boy episode.
Laura Grimaldi did some. I mean, she clearly had. I think our boy was just feeding her left and right. Who's that idiot? The lawyer above the fucking diner.
Yeah, I forget his name now.
Yeah, that guy, that idiot.
Marullo,
yeah. Yep. I think I could be wrong.
Who wouldn't even fucking send us the outside medical examiner report that he had done?
Correct.
Fucking asshole.
Correct.
Like he had nothing before we sent him all that
You
information.
even know who Josh Heel was.
He knew nothing.
Nothing. So we're going to keep working on.
You know who
season
knew
2.
something though about the case? The federal government knew about the case.
They did.
Multiple people yesterday
did.
talked about this.
They did. That is true. So we'll do an episode today, sort of an update, Dave and I, after Unnamed, so the case listeners can listen to that. But yeah, I mean, it's a pat yourself in the back. Because ultimately, what is it really about? Patting yourself in the back.
Sure.
That's what, at the end of the day, that's what.
Yeah.
We did it. We fucking did. We worked hard on it. Cullinane did a good job on the case. Broke him, but he did a good job. So and now it's sort of just like Steve. Steve's out there doing true crime. Dave's doing true crime.
Right.
That's right.
You know?
People
You're
thank me
a
for what
farm
I've done.
system.
Who thanked you?
A lot of people thank me for my efforts.
Nobody
Not
thanked-
on the case, on the Karen Reed stuff. A lot of people give me credit on that.
Credit.
Yeah.
Credit.
He's the only one out there
Breaking
talking
news.
about
On
it.
breaking
And a
news.
boy.
Credit for what?
I don't know. I just react.
hung jury,
I
wasn't
react to. I steal other people's shit and react to it. So yeah.
Good move. So yeah, good day for the case. I mean, I think Mike's right. The numbers will be big on that. Like I said, my takeaway is I'll do season 3 if I have a baked in
No
sponsorship.
reason to.
Yeah, right. I mean, no, I enjoy doing it, but it seems silly
Did
to.
they even put in? Remember, I told you they wanted to put in those
Started ads?
Yeah. Did they
You think I
ever do
listened to
that?
that? I don't
Okay,
listen to that.
didn't-
I have
yeah.
no
I can't remember.
Yeah.
No, you're saying like now if we listen to it
I
now.
just remember they made us put a shit ton in there because they couldn't sell themselves.
Correct.
And then I don't remember anyone saying, "Oh, this was an annoying ad that popped up on the case."
And I'll be fair. Like in the past, we just dropped. The way I do it is we just drop season 2. Like we didn't communicate with them or anything.
Right.
No, I think we did.
Yeah, but not like way like 3 or 4 months in advance.
Oh,
like, hey.
no, right.
Because that's not the way it works. But I'm saying to them, just get ready because we're going to hand you a season. If you want a sponsor, tell us before and we'll just give it to you. We'll hand it to you, a sponsorship. If you don't want it, that's fine. I'll bring it somewhere else.
Was it annoying at all to see people like, hey, did you guys see? I think this guy murdered this Sandra Birchmore.
Yeah, no, it was funny. I thought it was great. I'm happy that it's when you read the affidavit yesterday, especially those text messages. It's heartbreaking how sad and alone Sandra Birchmore. I kept saying it's just it's fucking awful. And a lot of people at the start didn't believe us. Thought that she committed suicide. So and I never. I think you even had some doubts.
Oh yeah, sure.
It never added up to me.
Well, we never got. First of all, nobody fucking talked to us.
Well, if we had the
First and foremost.
information, right? I mean, if we had the information.
We knew about a necklace. We didn't know like where it broke or anything like that. We
Oh,
knew
there were
all
certainly
this
some
stuff
things in there that
were
we
about.
didn't know. Yeah,
Right. We knew about the friend. I don't actually know if it was reported. Were we the only ones who reported that the
I think
friend made
so.
the phone call to Stoughton
to
police?
the police. I think that's
the
right.
officer put the person who called in danger by telling Matthew
By telling
Farwell that he was reported.
You saw the text between Farwell and her after that.
Right. So it's just disgusting now. And that's why I think Donna McNamara is showing her face, because she knows she looks like a fucking asshole. So
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
So-
the whole that how can you trust anyone there?
right.
Especially in a leadership position. It's
Yeah.
that affidavit was fucking it's just heartbreaking. It's like I know she was an adult, but reading it was just like this poor kid.
Oh, she was groomed as a kid.
Poor
Like, it
fucking
ruined
kid.
her as an
Yeah, and
adult.
she was still like a kid, even
Yeah.
though it was
Stilted. And that's what they say. We talked about this. Like, at the age that first starts happening, Justin, pay attention to this, is how they stay forever, like emotionally and mentally. So,
Yes.
how do you feel about that?
It's not good. People
Mm-hmm.
who fuck kids should be taken out back and shot. I don't like sex slavery, child sex slavery.
That's
It's
true.
not good.
Yeah, that is the irony, Mike, is he has led the charge against
Right. But that happens a lot.
that. Exactly. Of course. It's like those gay guys in the 80s who like did the anti-gay
Yeah.
legislation.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right.
Kirk, do you think for season 3, because for your first 2 seasons, you had this theme of these young women who society and the police kind of like brushed off, didn't give them the attention they deserved, and you guys did. Do you feel like you need to stick with that for the 3rd season?
No. Nope. We'll do no. I mean, I've come close a bunch of times for season 3. I just haven't jumped on it yet. But no, I don't think so.
Do you
Could be
remember?
anything.
Do you remember one that I suggested to you?
Yeah, I was
Did
just
you
thinking
look
about that
into
this
it?
morning.
Did you look into it?
The fucking biggest me guy of all time.
Come on. What the fuck?
What if I produced the case season 3?
True or false? I mean, why would I remember that? You know how many people think about how many people sent me ideas yesterday?
Because you're saying you look into them. I thought maybe
I
the
get,
one
like,
I suggested you looked
yesterday
into.
I had 50 sent to me.
Yeah.
Big day yesterday. So, like, what was the one you sent me?
Oh, it's in where I live in Putnam.
I'm not going near where you live.
A guy you would love.
You did it. Is probably
You
my
would love
suspicion.
Putnam.
I did it just so you could do the case.
You would love.
No, but a guy
What's Putnam like? Does it have grass? Does it have houses?
you would
I would love Putnam.
you would love it.
Does it have a downtown?
Yes.
Okay.
Nice little downtown with a running trail going.
Is it a
through
bookstore?
it. Yes.
Oh, what bookstore?
It's a weird name. It's like Wonderklompen. It's some like Swedish
Yeah.
creature name. I don't know. But there's a bookstore. But a guy got a developer was found shot in the head in the mill that
Colleen
he
has a
was
look of
developing.
thinks he's made a mistake coming back to this.
The Mayo,
All right, forget
Mayo
it.
being here.
Forget it. Forget I brought it up.
Go ahead, the developer.
No, no,
quick,
no, 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 no,
quick,
no,
quick,
no,
quick. 30,
no, no.
20 seconds, go.
Someone developing a mill with a lot of millions of dollars in public money tied up to it, maybe mafia ties, was found shot in the head in that very mill he was redeveloping, and it is a.
So the reason you asked that first
it's a
question
cold
about the
case.
women that was to tell me about your story again.
Yeah. Would you ever do one about a man?
Yeah. Why don't you
Yeah,
skip
yeah.
that first question? Just ask me about that one.
because they're both relevant.
I know, but you wanted.
If you had
but,
said yes,
but you want
yes,
the
if
answer
had
about
said
you
the point-
want to
the
tell me
point of
about
the
your
case
story. You want
is
to tell me about your story.
Solve the murders of these poor women that society shuns. Then I wouldn't have asked the follow up
But
question.
you wanted to
Yes,
ask
you
that
would've.
question. You definitely.
But
still
I
would've.
wouldn't have if you
know
gave
you
me
would
an
have. You said,
answer.
"Oh, that's too bad," because I have this story. You
Well,
like Putnam.
why
Maybe that's
can't I-
Wonderklupton.
Yeah, it's a good.
Yeah. Okay. Well, great.
great
We're not
bookstore.
doing that story. I don't want to bring you any happiness. So
Okay,
no, we're,
okay,
we're not doing
okay.
it. Dave, we're not doing that story.
Did you like the local angle versus going somewhere else? Well, there was a local angle to Brockton, obviously, but the majority of the story was elsewhere.
I didn't like that we just couldn't. What we've talked about. I just like that nobody would talk to us. So I don't mind doing a local one, but I also don't mind if we went somewhere. Like I would like to just go there, and that's tough. Like be camped there for 3 weeks or something,
Yep.
and then just be done and not go back at all. But that's easier said than done. Like then something happens. We went back like 6 or 7 times to South Carolina.
Yeah.
Led to the worst show in history. Justin produced it when I was in the hotel then.
Yeah,
was great.
That was
That was probably the worst show we've ever done.
made his grandmother cry.
Probably, yes.
Oh, that's right. Your
Yeah.
grandmother
Yes.
cried, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
There were some bad shows when you were by yourself with me and like RA came on or something. Remember you were like in a hotel
was in
room?
Iowa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those were tough.
Those are tough. Remotes are tough.
Good to be back in the bad old days.
We're back. We are back. So yeah. Well, what else do you have, Mayo? Go ahead.
Do you have people reaching out, not like me, to suggest murders, but people
Just murders.
Our fan.
People a little
Murder.
lower on the tier than,
Yeah.
than him.
But do you have people reaching out who are family members of victims saying to you, Kirk, please do for me what you did for those other 2 families?
Yeah, not like that, but yeah, sure. Once in a while, I'll be like, oh, my cousin or my nephew or my
Okay.
It's very tough to say no to that. Like all kidding aside.
Sure, yeah.
I'm going to warn you. You're going to get an account with the similar last name that says, my brother got shot in a mill.
Maybe the mafia.
You'd love Putnam.
I'm not doing one in Connecticut.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's just a drive-through state.
I was just more
You
curious.
know what I mean?
If you
Like,
looked
you
into
know what
it.
I'm saying, Dave?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not going to waste my time to drive through state.
Right.
I don't like Connecticut.
Oh.
What?
I like Connecticut.
Connecticut doesn't really have any personality.
None.
Who needs it? I don't. What do I give a shit if my state has personality?
I'm with it though. Like I don't want to spend any time in Connecticut in the case. I'm all set.
That's fine.
That's probably my least favorite.
I'll
state
solve
in the
it.
union.
I'll solve
Yeah,
it.
do it. I'd promote it. I'd be happy to promote it. What else, man? Go ahead. Let them all rip today. You're here.
No, I actually don't.
You have no notes, no questions.
Oh, I've got him, but I'm not gonna.
Go ahead.
No.
Why? You're
Because
here.
No, you guys wouldn't like him. It's
Yeah,
fine.
then
You're here.
everybody-
Don't be a fucking baby.
Then
Go.
everybody says Mayo's making it about himself.
You're here. Ask
I'm
your
just
questions.
I'm trying to get out of the way. It's a big.
You're here.
It's a big
I'm telling
day.
you what to do. Ask your questions.
Well, all right.
It's too much.
Go.
It's too much.
What's wrong with you?
All right, because you guys are in my head. Like the good Mayo, bad Mayo thing. I don't know.
Okay, we don't care about that.
I don't know how to be good
We
Mayo.
don't care about that. We don't care about that. Show stuff.
It's not a question either.
Dave and Justin, how are you guys going to go about figuring out the split up of responsibilities?
We just briefly, like on the phone yesterday, we're just talking about the fact that we have to work through those things, but
Yeah.
I don't see that being an issue.
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't either. Do you
Not
feel
really
like
an
you,
answer, but okay.
do you feel like you have
but
to
I mean,
do
we-
it
I
on
don't-
the
I
show?
mean, we haven't really talked about it yet,
Right.
so
Yeah.
we'll talk about it.
But Justin, you never had that conversation with Coleman, right?
No, we just kind of, he did his thing, I did my thing.
See, but technically Coleman was Justin's boss, wasn't he? Mm-hmm. So Coleman just kind of pussied out on that. He was the boss, but didn't actually act that way.
I guess, but Kirk
'Cause if
also said, you said Coleman's not my boss when I first started. So I think technically he was, but technically he wasn't.
Kirk?
True, I guess. I don't
never
really,
looked at
I just don't
Coleman
care
as my
about
boss.
that stuff.
See,
Neither do I.
I mean, I just don't care about that stuff.
Okay.
It's a podcast. Like it's not. I'm not running. A fucking Fortune 500 company. Like,
No.
there should be chaos back there.
Yet.
yes, yeah.
Right, true. Like I want these guys. Obviously Dave is not big on Justin right now. You can sense that.
Yeah, when you left the room, he was
A little critical. But they're also friends. I think friends. I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah, best friends.
Best friends. Good. Well, good.
Friends, but yeah.
Good. Well, fine. What else, Mayo?
I feel bad about Mutt, but that was inevitable. As soon as Mutt started appearing on KMS, I said to myself, "It's someday,
Andy.
the worm's gonna turn on him."
No, but you're making it out to be a me thing.
No,
A little bit.
not really.
Huh?
He wants to get there without saying it.
Yeah, you're a big mutt guy.
No, but I'm just saying, how many people?
Where are you at in this, Dave? I haven't talked
Mutt's
to
a
you about
fucking moron. Like, just a complete moron.
Yeah.
In the best way possible. Why is he just afraid to tell the truth to you that he has a deal? He needs to know the parameters of the job around
Maybe that's
you
a me
and
issue that
Barstool.
people are afraid to tell me things like that. I mean, there's something to that. People are afraid to tell me these things.
It's always a little bit of both.
I mean, when you have a major opportunity at your fingertips here, and that I kind of thought it was an asshole move to know what he was promoting, but then to go on
That I agree with.
Barstool-
That's my biggest issue with him. Is that
Weird.
Is he going to be on today?
Yes.
Yo, he's going to be on with me and
Yes,
Dave and Wendy.
I sent him the link.
I haven't talked to him in the last couple of days, so.
How did he fucked that up so badly?
But he does that all the time.
I know, but that's why I feel bad for him.
So do I. I think people think I don't hate him. I'm just like, he's made the choice. I think the show's going to be awful. That's my biggest thing.
That's not even a question.
Yeah, it's just going to be awful.
And he knows that. That's the dumbest part of the whole thing. And what is he getting paid? Like, as if he's like a fill-in radio host?
Yeah,
for
if
an
that.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, what are you
Real
doing? You're
live,
offered
you
a
ask him,
full-time
yeah.
job.
How awesome would it be, though, if it is like a really good show?
Like, oh my God.
You go there and you're like, holy shit,
great.
this is actually fucking
Justin's
awesome.
putting his phone back in his pocket. He's like,
No, but they don't have.
Real competition.
Justin quits KMS to go work for them.
It could be the shittiest show in the world, but if it had a good like Barstool backing, it gets their social clips tweeted out more people see it. It just becomes cooler. Mohegan Sun announced it 8 hours before anyone noticed it was out there. They have
not a good sign.
They have no presence.
Not a good sign.
it is weird. And I know you said this. I like Mutt, so I don't.
It's okay, Mike. We know you like him.
No, but I'm like, that's not true. But then I see, like, did he tweet anything about Cullinane yesterday?
No.
He texted.
And then he tweets like,
Gerard Mayo?
oh, this crazy Gerard Mayo. That is weird to see. It's like
Not to me, it's not.
to me, it is.
Right, but-
it's weird to look at.
But truthfully, he wants to be that guy more, though.
I think people don't want to hear this. They get mad at me because they like Mutt. I understand that. Mutt used the show, which is totally fine. Everyone does. Like, I don't mind that at all, but just say it. Just be like, and then when something else came along he'd rather do, he did it. That's okay. I told you guys, you never listen to me. I told you guys for years, once he has a chance to go, he'll go. And if Mohegan Sun said to him, Mutt, you can't ever mention Kirk Minahan show or ever go on that show again, he would say, yes, sir, and sign it. That's who he is. That's why I don't respect him. I like him. I have no respect for him.
That makes sense when you're coming on the show for free. If all of a sudden you're something that's going to pay you comes up, and if it means I can't
Mayo,
go on
it's
KMS
fine with
anymore.
me if he does it. It's fine for me if he goes on where he can show. If they say to him, "You're leaving, we're paying you $5 a show. You can never do Kirk's show again." If he says yes and signs it, I have no problem with that. But just acknowledge that's who you are.
Yeah,
that's what annoys me.
But now, my point is that I
still have to murder you.
He's
What are
taking
we
that
doing?
$5 job when he could have been getting paid to come on KMS. Like he could.
But here's the thing where I think people are getting lost. He was going to do that. He would have done that if he didn't sign this deal back in March,
Then
which
why-
I understand. I said this 20 times the other day on the show with me, Mike, and Justin. I totally get that. He's keeping his word with them. I have no problem with that. But just say it. But he won't because he doesn't want to upset them. He knows his new partner sucks. He's not going to do that. Like he's a massive contradictions.
I mean, to Mutt, it's like look at the mess you created for yourself because you avoided 2 or 3 maybe difficult conversations.
Barely.
He should have gone to all parties and just said, "Hey, I'm in a tough spot here." Yeah, you're right.
What's the tough spot? Full-time versus not full-time? What's the tough spot?
The tough spot is I can understand if saying, "Look, I made this commitment to you guys. This other opportunity, which is the thing I'm chasing in the long run, came up. So I need to get your permission to pursue that, or to say, look, I may need to back out." He should have at least had the conversation, but he didn't talk to anybody.
With me, you're
about it.
saying?
With you, with Mohegan. He didn't talk to
If he said
anybody.
that,
He kept all this shit internal, and it fucking blew up on him.
That's who he is.
Because he tried to please everybody, and now he's in a pile of shit over it. And he's got
Pat Minahan
people
rule.
dumping on his big announcement rather than Minifans.
Oh, it's not a big announcement.
Well, to him it is.
Right. It's a sad.
It was like you said. It's going to be heartbreaking.
I was right the entire fucking time. I knew how everything was going to go. That's why I'm not mad at him at all. He's doing something you want. I think Cullinane's right. He'd rather do that show with Ethan Shanders than do a show with me.
Right,
That's
but I
who
don't
he
think.
is.
But I
I
don't think
don't-
that means he was using you. He loves the
Using's
show.
probably not the right word.
He
Yeah.
loves the show, but he doesn't. I don't believe the don't want to work for Kirk thing. I think he doesn't want to be in this environment consistently.
I think he'd rather talk about, and it comes down to also, this is just a fact. I know people don't like to hear this. He's a fucking degenerate. He's a gambling addict degenerate. He just is. That's who he is. It doesn't mean I don't love him, but he's a degenerate.
He doesn't prove that though. He doesn't show his bet slips. He doesn't show anything to make us think.
Oh, but he's
That's probably
going.
what a degenerate would do. You'd be more embarrassed.
That's
of it.
cool. That's
Whereas
good
Big Cat
Doesn't have a job. He's dragging his kids. He's going his horse races. He's gambling. He doesn't have $1 saved for their college, which is to me unbelievable. He's just, like I said, I like him. He's just a degenerate. He's a bad guy. He's a bum.
Once he gets that one big parlay, though, those colleges.
Oh, everything will change.
He's
Yeah.
got it.
That'll be good.
Yeah, he should be fine.
I do think also there is something where you said he thinks that going from an on-air host to a producer role is a step backwards. I don't think he would want to do
Which
that.
it kind of would be in this. Think of it think of Mutt and Sacco. It's one thing to be in Sacco and do the live show as a personality on the show. To then have to pack up the folding chairs and tables afterwards, I think that's the stuff Mutt doesn't want to do. He doesn't want to do the hard grunt work
I
that
honestly-
comes
That's
with
pretty.
I'll tell you what I said to him about something like that is you should have got better ratings on the radio.
Sure.
I got better ratings, so I'm here. I built an audience. I've done it at a rate. I've done it here. So he's incapable of doing that.
That's also 3 times a year you have to pick up a folding table.
Yeah, he'll get yelled at.
That's not-
He'll get yelled at in there versus getting yelled at there.
I'm just trying to explain what I think is his thinking.
I
I'm
don't
not excusing
disagree.
it. I'm not
I think
saying I
Mayo's
agree
right.
with him.
I think Mayo's right.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Jesus. Yeah.
That's never happened, Mike.
No. I think it's
I've
exactly.
never heard those words.
He
Nice,
didn't want to be the guy who's fumbling around with the wires in some house in North Dakota.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm not saying that's crazy, by the way, but that's just who he is.
And I'm not trying to put you guys down.
No, of course not. But also, and I think Kirk explained that too. Like he really wouldn't be.
Well,
I mean, some of it. They do some of it.
Some of it, yes, but like
I mean, I just asked
From the
about
technical
responsibilities, and you guys said we don't really like to work that stuff out because we want chaos. So you can't blame Mutt if he's
Oh, yeah, that's what they
apprehensive
said.
about what his duties would be. You
I
know?
told-
'Cause
Instead
you
he's
guys
at
aren't
home.
big on-
Instead he's at home going live on Twitter, doing it all himself with one viewer.
Right. I mean,
I know,
Fucks the
I
difference.
know,
And there's a lot of popular people now with huge like YouTube channels that do it themselves.
If I know- if I
Doesn't
know-
Jeff edit the dozen himself?
yeah, if I knew how to do it, I would do it. Get rid of these idiots, and I'd make more money.
It's pretty
Oh,
easy
yeah,
if you
yeah.
want to.
Yeah.
I can teach you.
Nah, it's
Come
too
back
much.
here, Daddy.
Shut the fuck up.
Christ.
Jesus Christ.
You opened that door.
that
Yeah.
can.
Yeah, but it's
that's-
enough. It's enough. Makes me sick. Mutt's a loser. Like but I said that. I'd say it to his face. Doesn't mean I don't love the guy. I love the guy. He's and now he's not. He's doing the thing where he's like acting sad. He's like, no, this guy really likes Barstool. No, I'm like, stop.
What,
Just, I don't want to. I don't want to do that.
What kind of Portnoy do you think he'll get today?
Hey boys, he'll do that. Oh, Dave or Mutt.
What kind of Portnoy will Mutt
He's
get?
he's a loser. He'll be like, you're just an idiot.
See, I
this is a
think-
big announcement. I don't think Dave's gonna be combative.
I think he might be because of the Shander thing. He takes that stuff very seriously.
He does, but I think Dave even knows that like Mutt. I think
gives a fuck?
I think everybody just looks at Mutt and they just like him. Like I think Mutt has that likability, and Mutt's gonna be. Here's your point. To your point though, Mike. If Mutt says what he says to me,
Right.
like he doesn't hate Barstool, then
That'll
it
set
blows
Dave
up.
off, I
Right.
think. Yeah.
Right. So if Mutt's watching now, and I'm sure he's not, he's very busy. That'd be my piece of advice. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm kind of ready to go at Mutt today. No, well, he deserves it. I think he's a bad guy.
Well, that seems.
No, it's the exact opposite. He's too much of a nice guy. This is classic nice guy stuff.
Drove drunk.
But where does that
Well,
come
yeah.
from though? He's too much of a nice guy to tell
Here we
Kirk.
go, Justin. Yeah, you don't like Mutt anymore, do you?
I do like Mutt, but
Yeah,
but
yes,
the idea that he's too I don't like the idea that he's too much of a nice guy to tell Kirk that he already took a job. So instead he said, I don't want to work for you because you're crazy.
Yeah, he
That's
did.
true.
That's not a nice
He did that.
guy.
He did the Jerry move. That's a Jerry move.
I'm just saying that's not a nice
I
guy
agree.
move.
It's a Jerry move.
It's a nice guy in the sense that it's trying to avoid what he thinks will be a confrontation.
By saying,
Non-confrontational guy.
So nice guy / pussy, where it's like, oh, I don't want Kirk to get mad at me, so I'm gonna lie instead. I'll try to come up
Mayo's
with
calling you a pussy. You hear that, Mutt?
It's true though.
That's a
He
pussy,
almost
and I'm a
cried
pussy
when
in the
Mick came in.
I'm a pussy in the same way. Like I'm not saying
Oh,
I'm,
Mutt is a giant pussy. He would tell you that. Like he's, I don't. It worked
He
out.
was afraid.
It worked out best. He wouldn't have lasted long here because he would have broke.
But
So I don't.
It would have been great. It still would have been.
I'll be honest with you. I was kind of getting tired of him on the show.
That's not true.
It is true. I was kind of like we'd done.
You made something out of that ice.
Mutt's
cream.
ice.
That was
Yeah, right.
Wasn't as
Come
great
on.
as people
Yeah,
think.
yeah. Like he's
We
not
were
gonna-
all in.
Yeah. But that's the other thing that bothers me. I said that the other day. Like, I'm this crazy asshole maniac we don't work with until he needs $30,000. Then all of a sudden, oh, can I have your money?
Yeah.
And even then,
I would have just waved goodbye to that 1,000 and never would have been talked about.
Exactly. It's true. Got lost in the shuffle.
it's like even his plans, he doesn't want to work.
No, he
Like,
doesn't
even
wanna
that, it's
work.
like, how can I make passive income?
Right. He doesn't.
It's
He sees
such
a
it's
YouTube
such
video
a-
like Harry
Yeah,
and he
exactly.
jumps up and down. It's like Cullinane. He gets all excited and stuff like that. Culliнаne's a sucker. He'd buy that. He'd go for that nice
in
thing.
a heartbeat.
Yeah. I mean, that makes no sense. But, yeah, he's on today. So we'll see. We'll see. What else do you have, Justin? Here we go.
Well, you were talked about on EEI this morning.
Oh, I did hear about this.
Really?
Mike, hear about this?
I didn't know.
Cullinane?
I did not.
Yep, I heard it.
I was not expecting that.
You heard it live?
But I didn't.
Oh, hold on.
go
This is my friend Courtney Cox, right?
Yes.
Yes. What are you making that face? Also, a fellow dinner companion of Karen Reed.
That's right.
They got the call first.
She put out a little fake news about
A lot
that,
of
but it's all right.
dinners.
All right.
She's having a lot of dinners.
Runner up in
I
the
don't really
producer
get it.
She's like
search this
Clemmer.
week.
You know, remember I said that Clemmer is obsessed with dinners when we were on the, like,
Yeah.
Clemmer was always like, "What are you guys doing for dinner?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "I don't know, Chris. It's 12 hours from now.
It's so
I'm gonna
funny,
I'm gonna do what I do. Have a slice of pizza, go to my room."
He weighs 80 pounds. It's funny that
Another drunk, another degenerate. Is it going? Is that post real? Is that a fake post somebody put up from the Kansas State student account or something? It's probably fake. Where they were like, some creep was asking me for my purple hat or something.
That has to be.
It has to be fake. If it's real, it's very funny though.
those clips are kind of funny.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't really watched them, but yeah. Clemmer would have been a candidate in the old days. If this happened 2 years ago,
Hell yeah.
and Clemmer hadn't got the job, like if he was in Massachusetts, he'd be a candidate.
He doesn't know any of the technical stuff, does he?
Oh, but you can. I mean, look at these fucking
That's
people.
not
man.
part of
Montante
the-
was offered the job.
Doesn't matter. Yeah.
That's true.
Craig
It doesn't
Coney is a
matter.
producer.
Yeah, it's
Oh, he
crazy.
did his own, right? He did at a theater near me.
That's right.
Did he
I
have
like that. I like that realization in your face when you put it all together.
Oh yeah, remember
God.
he had that. He had the.
I never realized that.
I forgot he mastered.
He spliced in that real sound.
He put the Griffin Lock and Key commercials in himself.
He did.
Yes, and those popcorn ads.
Yes.
Yes. See, he's a giant.
That's right.
But you're right. He was the talent behind Quantum Week, not the producer.
Right.
That was Carano.
Yeah, Carano was the producer.
And the talent.
You were right too. That plumber kid, Carano,
Yeah.
sounded exactly
I got a beef with this.
More ways
exactly
than one,
like
I think.
Carano.
Yeah.
I got a beef with this plumber.
Go ahead.
Apparently, I didn't know this until Justin told me this morning. I guess when I walked in yesterday, like off mic, he whispered to Justin, like, "Oh, I thought he was like joking about being
oh,
blind."
Yeah,
or
he actually
something?"
is blind. I thought he was just kind of putting it on.
Wow.
That's what speculate. Like Stevie Wonder.
The amount of
Bizarre.
people
To
who
what
say
end?
that, though, is like
It is
probably,
crazy the amount of
half
people
the
that
people
think
you
that.
meet. Like you'll be at a live show and like Mike will come up and be like, "Hey," they'll talk to him, and then Mike will walk away, and then people will be like, "I can't believe he's actually that blind."
It's also very insulting. Saying hushed tones behind my back.
I fall in that trap though too. Like when we were walking to the restaurant in Minnesota, I was like, "Wow, he's like really blind."
Yes, I am. I put it in front of my name
Well, I
so
know you-
everyone knows.
I think that's part of the problem. I think people think that's part of the bit though. But I was like, "Wow, he's getting even blinder."
Yes,
Started to annoy me. I was like, "Get the fuck away from
I
me!"
am.
What the fuck's wrong with you? You're like much so lazy. Fix that shit.
I try.
Have you thought of like glasses?
Yeah, glasses or
before?
surgery maybe.
I hadn't considered.
LASIK?
No.
I know a good LASIK guy.
Let me hear Courtney Cox on the Greg Hill Show.
Yes.
Deep on it. Yesterday, I spent a big part of my day listening to the only podcast that I found that even covered it remotely, and it's the Case podcast on Barstool. It's Kirk Minahan's podcast.
Hold on.
And it is.
Hold
There
on.
you go.
Even covered it remotely? She's saying we didn't cover it much. What did she say?
No,
No,
She's saying you got even a little bit. You
I got you.
That was good praise.
Okay.
She's saying everyone else ignored it, and you
easy.
solved that murder.
Greg Hill sounds horrified.
He does this thing whenever your name gets brought up. He goes,
Oh,
"Yeah, no.
oh yeah, wasn't he here Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, I know that name."
Go ahead.
Ace podcast on Barstool. It's Kirk Minahan's podcast. And it's fascinating to listen to. It's really well done. It's fascinating to listen to because
It's my girl.
this podcast was done back in 2022. The last episode I listened to was in December of 2022. So I'm listening to names that I now know because of the Karen Reed case, but Kirk is talking about it in regards to Sandra Birchmore because John O'Keefe is still alive. Okay.
Did you guys see how handsome this Dave Cullinane is?
With his highlights.
Well, there you go. That's very nice. Thank you, Courtney. Well, she's always been a nice kid. I have no issue with her. I have no issue with that show, honestly. Like, you know,
Is there ever an acknowledgement? Like, did they ever say like
did Curse ever say like, "Oh, that's the guy who I like try and be every day on the radio"? Or no, that didn't happen. No.
that's weird? You know what I mean?
Well,
like,
we know, but we know that.
If I was on another show and they were like, "You ever heard of the case?" and I was like, "Tell me more." What?
Who? Curtis.
what is that?
Was Curtis there for that?
He's not on screen, but I'm assuming he is.
Yeah. They didn't mention me other than that.
No, and then they talk about the text messages and things
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
Well, that's very nice. That's very not easy for her to do on that stage. So I appreciate that. Thank you, Courtney, who I have no issue with.
Nice.
Well, there you go. Maybe that's my bridge back to EI, Mike.
Yes.
Who knows?
Well, as Matthew McConaughey said,
What's that?
sometimes you have to go back to move forward.
That is true. That is true. That is true. Well, that's very nice. Thank you, Courtney. Yeah, a lot of people were very kind. I will say, the podcast did very well. It wasn't like this small. It's like this podcast on Barstool Sports, but I do get the Karen Reed case blew everything up, and Turtle Boy deserves a huge amount of credit for that, obviously, and Dave, of course.
Well, just to be clear,
put Turtle Boy in prison to try and get more.
that's
attention
true.
himself,
But just to be clear as well, we got some tips on the Karen Reed case like 6
We did.
months before.
We did.
But obviously that
You guys are
was,
coving it up.
right. We're
I don't
part
want
of
to
the
talk.
problem.
There's no
a
reason to
little
get into that. But yeah, I mean, look, we had some. Yeah, I mean, Dave was all for. What'd you have for dinner that night?
bit. I legitimately shared a steak with Karen Reed.
Wow.
You feed it to each other?
Split a meal?
Nope, my wife asked me that.
She cut
I
it
did not.
herself with a knife.
I did not order an entree because I had enough on the appetizer side.
What'd you have for an appetizer?
They got the meatballs at Davio's.
What are you, my fucking mother, Dave?
Is it free? Is it comp
You
Davio's
just get
meal?
an appetizer, then
No, it
you
was
half
not
the other
Davio's because
person's meal?
Steve
No.
DiFilippo is one of the great whores of all time.
I don't know if they met. I asked if they met him or
God.
whatever. No,
Nobody worse than Steve DiFilippo, who Dino and Jerry would suck off, take every drip of cum down their throat.
Oh,
for
I
free.
remember
Fuck
that.
yeah,
I used to
yeah.
think he was like a celebrity.
Including Glenn. Someone sit there on his knees and
yeah.
that cum on his face for a free salad.
He was
Yes.
mentioned so much.
Super Bowl week at Radio Row, he'd be like just walking around just waiting to get. That was one of the great things when I took over for John. I was like, these fucking days are over. Mike Lupica, out. Steve Lupo, out. Lenny Clark at the fucking bricks. Like, see ya fucking later.
I think I've said this before, but I remember listening to like Mike Adams at night. And you talk about Big Daddies in Brighton.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I thought that was like a famous pizza. So I was all excited, like, because my buddy lived, when I moved out here, I lived like right down the street from Entercom. So I was like, I'll finally get to experience Big Daddy. It's just a pizza place.
Just a pizza place in the corner.
It's not bad.
It was fine.
Yeah, it's good.
It was fine. Yeah. It was free.
Yeah.
I was this thing called payola, which they just ignore.
Yeah.
Like, just they'd be just like, yep, whatever. We used to have to sign those payola things every year. You know, be like, I didn't sign. Payola means you can't basically say that and not, you know, you free advertising. Not allowed. Yeah. Plug all the payola. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, what were we saying before that? What led to that? Steve D. Philip. So yeah. So
Yeah,
the
it's about
meatball.
the meals.
Oh, the meatballs were great. You're
Meatballs
saying.
were great. Yeah.
Plug yep. Go ahead.
I'll go off right. And then I didn't order an entree.
She
And
had
she
a
was
steak
like-
with like a woman.
So did she cut it for you?
No, hold on.
She baby bird it into your mouth.
She was like, "You have to eat. You have to eat." Blah blah blah. She don't. I hate people like that.
The car's backing up, Dave. Open wide.
Nobody can get sucked in. Like the Cullinane now will think she's innocent. Like just whining and diming.
no, I have some questions after that.
After she cut you a steak and fed
No,
you.
she didn't cut it. She did not cut the steak.
Go ahead.
She only ate half of it. She's like, "You have to have some of this. You haven't eaten anything."
Fuck that.
So I was like, "You know what? Fuck it. I'll eat it." So that's it.
So did they?
It's like psychological. I think that's the best evidence yet that she killed this fucking guy.
Yes, that is a power move.
Yeah, that really is.
I
That's
thought she was like
controlling.
as
You
weird
know what that
as it
is?
was.
That's a fucking what's this? Jeez, I'm blanking on his name now. I can't believe this. Frank Underwood move.
Oh yes, yeah.
And House of Cards. He would cut the
That's-
foot.
yeah, exactly.
It's a Soprano move. Like
That type of guy. Yeah. He has to
She
control
did
the
not
room.
cut my steak and feed it to me. She
might have-
ate her own steak and then passed
essentially
me
she
the
did.
plate. She passed me the plate.
Were you on the floor when you ate, or were you at the table?
No, I was sitting across from her.
What was the other YouTube drip eating?
I forget. He might have had a ribeye or something.
It was kind of just the two of them. This poor
Who
bastard.
paid for
I have
it?
anxiety over that too. I don't like I don't want to be the guy ordering the filet mignon like Justin would. I want to be the
Good point.
Yeah, I
Who
want the
paid
normal
for it?
meal. Her bodyguard paid for it before I could attempt to pay for it.
Her bodyguard.
That's strange.
Yeah, her bodyguard's the one who invited me. Great guy.
This whole like cottage
What do you want me
industry
to
that
do?
has
He's a
popped
good
up
guy.
around this
What does he
murder
have to do with
trial is
anything?
fucking-
I'm looking just to
so
bring
bizarre.
justice to families. You know, I'm not looking at.
I ask questions.
You keep saying that. What?
Like, are you gonna
Like,
finish
is
that?
this medium rare?
There's a lot.
What kind of?
There's a lot off the record.
Do you think this
but-
is tender or no? What?
Can we send this back?
What was on the record?
What was on the record?
What's the point of the fucking thing? Then?
That's a great question. That's on her. She allowed it to happen. So I just.
Why am I not invited to any of these?
I was tempted to invite you when
I'm a bigger fucking star than you and the
I
other
thought you would laugh
fucking
about it.
guy.
You don't care about it. I thought you would laugh at that.
I would say no, but I'm just saying.
I was.
I would
legitimately
watch
going.
if she cut a steak in front of and fed you. I'd go watch
thought
that.
about this. I thought
it's
about
like
this.
porn almost.
Do you have to sign an NDA?
No.
Really? What is she doing? She gave you some off.
She's
going
gonna
to
talk a lot more. She's doing an exclusive soon.
Yes,
and
but-
she's gonna talk.
Vanity
after that.
Fair,
She'll be
right?
on this
She-
show after that if you want to have her.
In her conversation with you,
Not really.
the off the record stuff. Did she give you anything juicy that she'd be upset
Steak.
if you said it right now?
Yes, which I don't know if
She's doing that without
with
any legal like that's.
But some of that stuff
Who
I have a
is
lot of questions
advising
about.
this woman? That's crazy.
Was there a dessert? more
That's
importantly?
fucking
no
nuts.
dessert. No dessert.
Cullinane,
No dessert.
Cullinane. I mean, if you're
We'll get the souffle for two,
fairness,
and this jackass will get whatever he
Some people are
wants.
saying, Colin, you had the same outfit on the picture with her. You had the court the next day.
I did. Yeah.
You didn't change
I
at all.
went, I went from.
you didn't go home that night.
the same outfit you have on now.
The nice
I was out with. I was out in the morning in a different outfit, and I ran home to get to the courthouse. I wanted to get the video of fucking Farwell and Tully, and the first thing
So
I
you
saw.
put on your fancy out, your dinner outfit.
Well,
Dave,
it
Dave's
literally
like
was
Paris
just-
Hilton.
Is Dave, is,
It was a social.
It is not. It was just. It was.
It's unbelievable. I don't understand this life.
is Dave homeless?
Who did I just hire?
It was on my couch downstairs. I had taken it off when I got home from dinner, and then when I got home, I ran
Put it on your
inside.
couch?
Yeah, because I went live on TikTok immediately after just to
Sure,
talk about
of
it.
course.
Hey
Obviously.
Dave, do you shower at the Y in the morning or the evening?
I shower in the morning.
At the Y because you're
Planet
homeless.
Fitness.
Yeah, it didn't land.
I play it.
Mayo, Mayo,
That was a fun segment.
He has a family. And
I don't know what you're talking.
Does he? There were rumors about Dave. There were rumors that you were single recently.
What are you
There were
doing?
rumors that I was single.
Yeah.
recently.
Oh,
And what,
yeah.
and what sparked those
Yeah.
rumors?
I don't know.
Andy's saying it on a podcast.
I mean, Jesus Christ.
But as I always do, I reached out to Ziggy. I said, Ziggy, is there any truth to this? Boy, I hope not. And he said no. And I said, oh, good. Good.
You guys are fucking
Creep.
guys aren't.
Who, me?
Yes.
Why?
Two of you are
Because the way you're
losers.
saying that, you're rooting for it.
Also,
You want shit
No.
like that to happen. Yes, you do.
No,
Yes,
fuck
you
you
do.
guys.
So that
That is
call the
so
other day.
not
You all
cool.
want shit like that
That's
to
not
happen.
cool.
How does that shit start? There's not.
Hey,
I've
of
never
all,
posted.
of all people, like what you did with Steve Vault, you can't be the guy to play that card.
I just said the opposite. I said I was relieved to hear that those
Do you
rumors
believe that,
were
Dave?
not
No.
true.
Do you
He
believe he
would
was like
absolutely
so
want-
he
You guys
talks to
are fucking
Ziggy. So he
ridiculous.
talks to Ziggy, and Ziggy's like, first of all, of course, Ziggy would know.
Yes.
Ziggy's like, no, he's not divorced, and Mayo's relieved. He goes,
Yeah, I did.
Thank God.
No, you
Even the
were-
way he said it. Good.
I swooned like
Thank
a
you,
damsel in a
Jesus.
silent movie.
I really want Dave Cullinane to be happy. It's a lie.
It's not a lie.
You're like Mutt. You're lying.
no,
right now.
you guys overplay this like Mayo's a monster.
We spend
thing.
no
I'm not a-
time. We
I'm
spend
not a
no
mean
time on that.
person.
Nobody thinks about that.
You
do.
just said I
You
would.
said we spent too
I
much
would-
time. I'm
you
going to
said
tell
I would-
you, I spend no time on that.
Okay, good. Well, then stop saying I would fucking cheer.
Did you go to
Dave
Rexall's in
getting divorced?
Damariscotta?
What's Rexall's?
Center. Isn't that the name of it? The little next, the Rennies?
Wonder
Yeah.
Bar.
The
or
little,
whatever the fuck he said.
Oh, the soda bar?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot that's got a different name.
Yes.
Actually, no, I've never patronized a soda
Great
bar.
place.
But we go to Rennie's like 5 times
Which
every
one?
time we're up there. The original on Main Street.
The one across the street.
Danvers.
There's one only has closed. There's two.
I get my brandless hats at the one across the
Good
street.
one. There's a great bookstore too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And a good movie theater.
Yeah, they were playing.
And Harry's favorite restaurants
I didn't
in
get to go. They were
Danvers,
playing The Princess Bride when we were there, and Jurassic Park. Which
Wow.
there should be more of that. You can you should be able to just go to the movies and see a fucking
movie?
movie from 1993.
Well, they try and do that, but there is a limited box office for that.
Yeah, is it? Because I feel like I'd go more often.
Yeah,
if
they do.
did it
They
more
do some
often.
of them. They,
Well,
no,
just those
there's
mom
more.
and pop theaters. Do
Lord
that
of the
all time.
Rings. Lord of the Rings did really well a couple months ago.
And
I'm
gay
surprised
theaters,
there's
yeah.
not more of. I think
Stag
this.
theaters.
You
guys
are right.
blowing
I
each
love
other.
Lord of the Rings, but you're 100%
It's the
right.
gayest movie.
There are so many moments that
It's gay. It's fine. It's not a big deal.
The Hobbits
Justin
are-
got defensive about it. It's they're gay films.
he's not wrong, Justin. You can still
By the
love
way,
the movie and admit-
congratulations are in order, Justin. You didn't bring this up because you're too busy bringing up that Kelly Keegs Tommy story about something yesterday. That terrible
Veep.
story. Veep. Kathleen Kennedy is re-signed. She's at least through Q2 2025.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Oh, re-signed.
I didn't even see
Yes.
that, or maybe I blocked it out of my brain.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's at least locked in for another year, they said. Yeah.
What are they? What are they? Disney.
I think it's a great move.
No, you don't.
I do.
You're lying.
I'm just keeping the ship going.
I think it's necessary.
So do I. You need a woman.
You
there.
haven't watched a single Star Wars thing maybe ever.
I think it's
Mike.
important.
Yeah, Mike, you haven't.
I
Save
have.
yourself.
Well, maybe if we get a few more ladies involved, I'll
Things will be
start
better.
watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's plenty of ladies involved. Ladies have always been involved.
That's
in
Luke
Star Wars.
Skywalker's
Not
big guy.
enough.
You know?
Uh,
Why can't
Well,
Darth
he's
Vader be a
not.
woman?
Now he's Rey. Now it's Rey.
Because Darth Vader's
Skywalker.
Darth Vader.
Yeah, but he could be a woman.
Not in this universe.
What if
no.
he transitions in the movie? I'd watch that.
He can't transition.
What if he gets gender reassignment surgery?
He did burn off a lot of.
He has a penis, right?
He did mutilate
Or
his body.
Did his
pretty
penis
bad,
fall
beyond-
off or no?
I don't know.
If the premise of Star Wars is that it was a long, long time ago, they should be like super racist. You know what I mean?
That's true. Oh, it's far
But
away.
it's a
then.
galaxy
And just be like,
far,
it was a
far
different
away.
time.
Maybe racism didn't get out there.
It was a
Yeah.
long time ago, not a long time ago. That's
yeah. Fuck you, Mike.
it's one of those. What are they called?
Oh, like the Mandela?
Mandela
effect?
thing? Yeah.
People think it's long.
What else do you have?
I apologize.
It's not long. Long time ago in a galaxy
Far,
far,
two
far
fars.
away.
Two
Yes.
fars.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What do you got, Justin?
There was a call into the Howie Carr show. I mentioned your name.
Howie, something happened to Howie. He had a bad fall. Did you hear about
Heard
this?
about
Dave?
Yeah, he fell.
Out for the whole week, I think.
Boy, this guy's had some problems over the years.
He has.
How old is he?
26.
Oh.
Go ahead.
This is
Looks
Aaron.
like shit.
He looks fine. Guy's
Aaron-
a stressful marriage. What's that?
Aaron Chadbourne is filling in for him.
Who is?
Aaron Chadbourne.
Who's the guy who's
terrible name.
Who's the guy Steve tried to pawn on me?
Taylor?
Yeah, the guy who sings like Frank Sinatra songs too.
I think so. That's the guy
Yeah.
who worked with Steve.
What,
Yeah.
in the producer search?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Nice kid. He interviewed for your job, the originally,
Originally?
the Dershowitz job.
Oh, okay.
Yes, enough about me. Or no, radio.com.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Dan. What's up, Dan?
Yeah, the real poll question should be who's a better leader, Dave Portnoy or Maura Healey? Because Kirk Minifan of Barstool Sports, who works for Dave Portnoy, solved this murder like 3 years ago. He had a podcast, The Case Season 2. And Maura Healey was the Attorney General, the top cop, and they came up with apparent suicide. So Dave Portnoy is more powerful than Maura Healey. Barstool
Was
Sports.
Portnoy getting the credit?
Why is he? Yeah,
Dave
that was an
Portnoy or Kirk
awkward.
Minifan for Attorney General? Which one?
I would say Kirk Minifan.
Kirk Minahan for Attorney General. Thanks for the call, Dan. Yeah, I mean, that really is. Kirk has done it. I mean, we've seen it, though. You have these citizen journalists. You have these cold case podcasts. The Case by Kirk Minahan on Barstool
There's
Sports.
my guy. There you go.
Boy.
You know who he sounds exactly like? Max. That kid, Matt.
The
Martini.
Espresso
Martini kid.
He's
sounds a lot like him.
A little bit of Max, a little bit of your old guy, too.
The gambling guy?
The gambling guy,
yes.
Nick Costas.
Oh, really? That's what I was thinking.
Yes. He does. Yeah, Max has that. Yeah, you're right. There was a little bit of that. Maybe it was Max. That's nice. A little pub as well. Rare good call from Dan from Newton, which is good. It's another win.
Speaking of Dan and Newton, another house of cards fell yesterday after the show. People are dropping out of this golf tournament left and right.
Oh, God.
It's not a golf tournament.
Miss Nipples was like, I'm not doing
Mayo is always quick to criticize. I mean, criticize the way we run things in the show, a 5K, a Pizza Fun. The way we ran that is Chick-fil-A, is Disney World compared to how fucking Montante is running this golf tournament. This is a disaster of which Montante, by the way, was great in the show yesterday. Thank you. Bailed your ass out, Justin. Great Montante performance. And, by the way, brought me and Cullinane back together.
It's true.
Yes.
Did you know that, Dave, or no?
I did know that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So...
You think Montante would keep that portion of the story a secret?
No, I
he fucking called me a million times.
I can't believe he kept it secret, to Mike's point.
Yesterday, yeah.
The whole week is amazing.
He was talking about it in the studio, and I was like, I don't know this kid who's like sitting next to me. Shut up.
Is Kuchka here today?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Did you know him, Dave, or no?
I met him when I came in.
Oh, today?
No, like a couple weeks ago.
Oh, when you came to the show. Yeah. So, I mean, people are bailing out. I had people messaging me like, I'm not playing in this tournament. Like, I bet you we have 10 people playing in that tournament, which is great.
No, you have 0. He called me yesterday and said it's like not.
Oh, it's off.
Well, it's not that it's off. It's not existent. Like there's no process.
Are you playing in it?
I would potentially. He asked me for help to put it together.
He did when yesterday?
Yeah, so I said
yesterday. Already, we're there now. It's fucking the end of August.
God.
But it's easy. It's not a big. It's not a big deal.
It doesn't seem that easy.
Well, to him apparently. But
Running a golf tournament is not easy.
I think it's not that hard to get 72 people. If you say the course, like if you don't do all the bells and whistles, it's not that hard. If you're saying, hey, we're just playing golf.
Like, well, then it's not a golf tournament.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's just trying to get people to sign up and pay. And then when they show up, everything's taken care of by the course. That's
no, but
fine.
he wants to make money off it, so you have to have the bells and whistles to justify paying $150 to participate in it.
What are they paying? What are they paying the extra money for?
It's basically a buffet. It's
nothing.
Food, right?
They're paying it just because Montante
you heard
wants
hot
to be able
dogs
to
and
say
hamburgers.
they made
They
money.
got everything in there.
But that doesn't cost you $60 or whatever the extra fee is.
It's the experience, Mike.
But the experience is going. You can just go.
Yeah, but Kirk's going to be there.
I'm going to be
charge
there, Mike.
premium.
Usually they're for charity.
Huh?
Are you?
Now I'm thinking I probably won't show up.
Yeah, that's the.
Oh, I want to witness this.
Yeah.
This one I want to witness. Yeah.
I told him, why isn't he just putting it on the Barstool store? You just go to Justin. I remember you saying you take care of it solely yourself, so maybe that's why.
Ooh, Montante or me?
Yeah, in the early days you were talking about it, and you're like, just take care of it yourself. So maybe he didn't want to go to Justin and say, hey, put this through the Barstool store. But
No, he did go to Justin and say, like, this is your problem now.
That's exactly what he did.
Okay, so you
He
sell
started
a certain
telling
amount of
people-
foursomes as if you would sell a fucking T-shirt.
Sure,
Sell a specific amount of twosomes as a T-shirt.
But I don't want this to be, because for years since the show started, we have a ton of people who golf who listen to the show. And they wanted a Kirk Minahan show golf tournament. I don't want this to be the first one because it's a mess. I want it to legitimately be a charity event and have it be like a nice place and do it ourselves and do it big. I figure Montante would sort of do one of these and a bunch of Minifans would go play golf the weekend. Like it's like almost like an outing,
right?
Not a tournament. Yeah. That's all. And Montante is getting very worked up. But the idea for him to privatize the way to get into the tournament is crazy. Or it's great for him. It's the way he does it, and 32 people will be there or something, which is also fine. I don't care. But like they charge people $150, I think is outrageous.
It's crazy.
I wouldn't do that.
Why is everything so expensive besides the Sacco show?
It's true. Of those three, it's the cheapest one of the three.
I've never seen like, oh, you can go to the Patriots game and then there's a tailgate beforehand. It's actually twice the amount of the tickets.
I think Glenn's was actually, but yeah.
Well, I'm doing a thing. If you send me $80, you can have pizza with me. You have to buy your own pie.
It's only fair.
But it's $80 and I'll chat with you.
Well, yeah. People are bailing out, right?
Yes. And like these were people you would think would be locks. Miss Nipples out. Mama K out.
Wow.
So who does
I did think they would be locks.
Well, they would be locks.
When I rested my head on my pillow last night.
I think it'd be pretty easy to get 74 people to sign up for this golf tournament.
Well, of course, if we announce it in the show.
If it was an actual golf tournament, yeah.
Well, even if it wasn't, if I just said, "Hey, we're doing this," we put in the Twitter account, people would sign up.
Oh yeah. But
I don't want to do that.
But would they sign up for 150?
72 people would, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. To play golf? Yeah. Golf's $100 anyway. Like,
okay.
It's not that big of a deal.
When you
I got people tweet me that this course is a dump, by the way. I'm just
well, that's okay. Montante has an alternative lined up.
That's true.
Yeah, what about Dutch Elm?
Yeah, the other one is very nice. Yeah. So I don't know. Montante just wants to play golf.
He calls about it all the time.
Does he really? Yeah. What does he have to say about it?
He wanted me to play golf with him and Peltz yesterday.
Yeah, it's got its hooks in him.
Yeah, I mean, he just likes golf. Like, this is like that happened with Hank Lockwood. You just become consumed with golf. And you just do golf shit because you can. Like, I could do that. I'm like, hey, I'm just going to go play. But, like, I don't know. I'll do it for Montante. I like Montante. He wants me to go play. I'll play in it. We'll do a show from there just because it's funny. It'll be such a disaster, I think. And then, we'll see. I don't know. I don't know. What else?
I have a gift for Mr. Andy Mayo.
A gift?
Oh, thank you. I have some gifts, too. I've got gifts and messages.
Okay.
No,
it wasn't that. It was something similar, though. I just don't. I'll remember. Maybe I won't. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. What else you got, Mayo?
You were talking about shows that stuck the landing.
Yeah.
I wanted to offer Justified.
Okay. I can offer that.
You watched it.
Mm-hmm. It was good. Good ending.
How do you receive that offer?
Beautiful,
good
perfect
good ending. I agree. It was a good. What do you mean? It was a good ending. What do you want me to
That's all
say?
I'm looking for.
I
I'm
agree.
just looking for maybe
You get frustrated when I spoil these shows that are still going on, or no? Others do.
You haven't done it to anything I'm watching, but Menners,
You did it to one that hurt. I'm not
Presumed
watching it, but it was just like for anyone that is, I feel bad.
I had to do it.
Menners was upset about
that.
that.
I saw he wasn't happy about
Yeah.
that. We're back on?
We're back.
What happened, guys? One day in.
The internet just went down.
Okay.
We're back now.
We had
Hello,
to
folks.
Reboot the router.
Okay. You rebooted the router.
Router's rebooted.
Guys, make sure you listen to the audio because Mayo had some wild questions.
If you're curious about Damian Billrica
Spicy.
on a Minifan show, you're not going to believe what he said. It's almost like I didn't hear him say it. How shocked I was. Go ahead, Mayo. I'm here for the Mayo's here. When Mayo's here, you got to do the whole list, though.
Of course.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I understand.
Yeah, but now it feels expected, and it's like
I know the burden is huge, but try and
we don't appreciate him enough.
Yeah. We're not here for your terrible other take, so go ahead.
heavy as the crown, you know. Curb had a good.
We're still doing that. Okay.
Curb did have a good finale.
I thought that was good, not great. Good.
What better could they?
It was fine. No, right. I mean,
Succession.
it didn't
Succession
show
nailed
for
it.
morons. Yeah, go ahead.
Succession nailed it.
Yeah, not bad, I guess.
I had Mike, you and Justin on your stream in the car. You guys have great chemistry.
Thank you.
How has Justin when Justin was in the wilderness, not working for KMS, but in the world, how did he never end up your producer? You guys are so fucking good together.
I think he worked here still when I started my show.
He's a great producer already.
Yeah.
You can get rid of
Are
Craig
you talking
Tony?
about? You're talking about by the times when I was not with the show, like last year in the summer.
Yeah, I just knowing you know Justin and you guys are close and you've been in proximity to each other for so long, I'm just surprised you never ended up producing his show. Would you consider telling Justin part of his duties for KMS are producing Mike's show?
Yeah,
Man, you're fucking
we had
idiot.
that conversation.
It's
offline.
just a question.
Mayo, he works for the show. I pay him to do the show.
So you can
And Mike's show.
Why would you pay him to do my show?
I don't know. Why not?
Okay, yeah, sure. If Mike's like start paying me,
thanks.
You guys are the ones telling me there's no
appreciate
rules
it.
here. This isn't a
here,
Fortune
this
500
show,
company.
this show.
So as part of this show, you can tell him to go work on that
Just
show.
as part of your deal, you have to do Mark Maron's podcast. Like, I don't, look, if Mike said, "Hey, I need Justin to film for," of course I'd be happy to have him do it if he needs it.
Right.
But like,
Yeah, Justin did one
But this way,
episode
Mike-
of Why You Laughing.
the last thing Mike wants. By the way, go to the Blind Mike Project. Now that we're back on YouTube, Mike.
Thank you.
And blindmike.net, correct?
Yes, thank you.
Go subscribe right now, please. The last thing Mike wants in his life is Justin working for him on his show, and then something go wrong here.
That's why
He doesn't need
it
that.
never
He
came
doesn't
up.
need that in his life.
Yeah.
He doesn't need.
sounds
You know
fun to
who's
me.
going to lose on that one? Mike.
Right.
Mike's going to get the wrath, and he doesn't need that.
Right.
He's got the top-notch guy right now.
That's right.
I
Rock
begged,
steady.
I begged Craig to come lead Mike and come produce the show. He wouldn't do it.
There was one day when Craig came in here,
Mm-hmm.
I legitimately, like, you texted me after, but Craig texted me and was like, Kirk reached out to me. And I was like, oh, really? And then you texted me after and we were like, I think Craig's going to come in to produce this week. I was like, are you hiring him? Like, did you watch my show?
Well, it took one show for me to realize that wasn't a real possibility. But he produced your show and Jerry's show at the same time, right?
Yeah.
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 Is he still doing that thing? Whatever the fuck that thing is?
Jerry Show?
No, the
Very good show.
the job he has for the guy.
Yeah, as far as I know. Yeah.
Does he produce Jerry Show?
Yeah.
Wait, does Jerry Show still exist?
I was also going to ask
Yes.
that. I hate to say it. I haven't heard Jerry.
Still part of Newsmax, I believe.
Oh, is that right? He's still.
Yes.
How's he sound? You know?
I think the same.
Okay, better. But I'm saying he sounded horrible like
Like an
3
old
months
asshole?
ago.
I don't think as bad as the first day back. Or whatever.
Okay, yeah, I forgot. God, I forgot about Jerry Show. Jesus, you guys okay there?
Yeah, just making sure everything's good.
Everything good, Dave?
Looks so. Yeah.
Okay, looks so. Where were you when Justin was? You
I was calling the two people that the last time the fuck up happened. They gave me their personal cell phone numbers and said we will be here within seconds if anything goes wrong. And I called both of them, and neither of them answered.
Sounds
They're
about
on their
right.
way.
Yeah.
Sounds about right. All right, go ahead, Mayo. Continue.
Dead air.
That's it.
That's all the questions.
Well,
the
no,
show
it's just
thoughts
they're
you
gonna be
have?
bad. They're just.
We know they're
They're
going to be
always
bad.
I know,
bad, Mayo.
so-
That's the point. You're here. You've been here in 6 months.
Fine, Justin. Are you excited for Sonic 3?
Good, better. That's better.
I have not seen the trailer yet,
Oh, it's good.
but yes, I am excited for Sonic 3.
Don't you
Yeah.
get kicked off Twitter every once in a while because you tell people to kill themselves?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a bad, like, not funny. Like, I'm not even offended, but it's like an unfunny bit.
I guess so.
Like, what's the joke there? You know what I'm saying, Mike?
I think it's hilarious.
Yeah, like, I don't care. You can
Mike
do
gets
it.
it.
But like, what's the like?
I don't know. I think it's.
How's that work when you get? I've never been suspended from Twitter. Amazingly, like, what happens?
Oh, I did once.
Really?
You can.
Once or twice, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, I've not been.
You
I guess
can,
I'm a corporate pussy, I guess.
Well, one time I got suspended for saying that. It was for quoting you because you flipped out on the fans one day and you said you were like, "Stop listening, unsubscribe, kill yourselves."
Yeah.
And I quoted that and I said, "Put it on a T-shirt," because I thought it should be the show slogan.
You got suspended for that?
I got suspended for that
for
it's-
saying put kill yourself on the t-shirt.
because
Yeah.
because it had the words "kill yourself" in it.
They lock your account and say delete the tweet, and then once you delete it, it's either 12 or 24 hours. They let you back.
Rub your nose.
No,
in it.
and even
Yeah.
my suspensions now are like 6 or 7 days at a time.
There's been so many times.
So when you log in to
But
Twitter,
you don't say you'll message people and tell them to kill themselves.
I don't know. Sometimes it's just
You don't know?
no. I definitely do.
Weird. Like, I mean, it's fine.
It is
weird.
It is weird because the thing is to
Like,
like
who do you do that to?
oh like John and Warren once. I think we were
But we all want that. To happen.
exactly.
Yeah,
we were
that's different.
we were coming. I think what it was we were coming in together. John and Warren and I.
Mm-hmm.
And he messaged me to like touch base beforehand or something.
Mm-hmm.
You know, perfectly nice, polite message. And it's just kind of funny for the response to be "kill yourself."
Mm-hmm.
But in an ironic way, if I'm saying that to you, it actually means I like you and I think you're gonna
That's
get
good,
you're gonna
Mike.
get the
Yeah.
joke.
You get the
You know?
sure. You get the pat in the back.
I wouldn't
That's
say
big.
it to someone that I actually thought might do that.
Mm.
But when I was in school, and we did
Hang in, Mike.
How great would it be?
Unnamed Trust 1130. What's that?
How great would it be if Michelle Carter's law was implemented for
Nailed
Andy
in
Mayo?
jail. That'd be so great. You'd be on my side then, wouldn't you, Mike? in that
Absolutely.
argument? That was a Red 13 argument, I think.
It was.
Yes. Jesus. What else you got, Justin? Spares from Mayo.
I missed most of the Mayo stuff.
Yeah, we all did.
Have you seen the Sonic movies?
Have I seen?
I saw, he's talking to me, Justin. We know you've seen the Sonic movies. I saw Sonic 1 with Harry. We did not see Sonic 2. That was a COVID. I feel like that was a COVID movie. no?
that
Sonic
was
1 was
I believe that was
Right
the last
before
Clemmer
COVID.
movie.
yeah,
Yes. Okay. That's,
right when
that's what it
COVID
was. We
started.
saw it right
Yeah.
before COVID. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just, I mean, I'm a grown man, so I was like, this is kind of stupid.
Is that my guy Ben Schwartz?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jim Carrey's is just fucking
Jim Carrey's great in the first
way
one.
over the top for him. Even for him, I'm like, oh my God. It's not for me. It's silly. Like, he's running around a baseball timer. I was like, I'm good. No.
Yeah, but but when you're going with your kids, it's like a movie that just doesn't suck is a home run. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm past
so
that
like
point now.
Sonic's pretty good.
Yeah, we don't
It's
see
like-
those anymore, thank God. So
Yeah.
like those days are over.
I thought you said you go see like shitty horror movies with Harry.
That's what I mean. But we're not going to see little kids movies like
Oh,
you.
okay.
I'm not going to Sonic 3 by myself like you.
I don't
will.
go by myself.
He goes with his mother.
Oh, sorry, you go with your mom to Sonic movies, right?
I think I,
Yeah,
I
I'm an
think
adult.
I think I saw Sonic 2. I think I saw
It's
Sonic
worse
2
than
with
your
my
meat
mom.
cut by Karen Reed.
No, there's nothing wrong with spending time with your parents.
I agree, but you're going to see mom. You're 25 and go see Sonic
children's
2 with
movie.
your
I,
mom.
I saw Gone Girl with my mom too. That's not a children's movie. It's a very graphic movie. There's blood in that movie.
I agree. That's fine, I suppose.
That's hot.
Though also weird, but still fine. But Sonic 2, you can see Sonic 3 with your mom?
Sonic 3 with my mom, probably.
Yeah.
You
Who
know,
wanted? Your mom wanted to see that?
She's like, Justin, just find
See
a
Sonic?
girlfriend to go with.
Brain damage? Why would she want to see it?
I don't know. She thought it'd be fun.
Is she a big film goer?
No, but every now and then she likes
Yeah.
to go.
Where'd you see it?
She enjoys this. In Attleboro.
Oh, at the showcase?
Yes, it's very nice. Reclining seats.
Oh, is that right?
Yes, I go see movies all the time with my
Sure.
parents.
I was going to say this when we were talking about the old movie. You know what I'm surprised didn't catch on post-COVID is the idea of renting out a theater for $100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I know. That was a good, that had a good run.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of gone now. It's true.
I don't think they do it. You'd think they'd block off one theater a night or something, you know, even
Especially
if it's
during the week.
a hot weekend.
Like a Wednesday or something.
I
And
think
no
they-
one's there.
I think they do for kids' birthday parties.
Yeah, the one in my town still does that.
It's a pretty. You're right. It's a good deal. It's
like
not a
that,
bad
yeah.
deal.
Definitely a good racket. Yeah, for sure. Where else, Justin?
Body cam footage. You know the dog you were talking about that got shot
Yes.
yesterday? Body cam footage was released, and apparently the officer was like offering a treat to it.
Ooh.
I don't know if you saw this.
Yeah, I think I saw this guy's been involved in multiple dog fatalities. I might have to back off.
And it
on
was a
this one.
black lab?
Oh, was it really?
Did you see the body cam footage?
No, I didn't.
That's
I'll
what
send it.
I
Send it to
heard.
me. Ooh, yeah. If that's the case,
tough.
look. I'm happy to admit when I'm not correct. I'm happy to walk back this one if that's the case.
Yeah, Menners said that cop ran over a dog.
I knew that, but I also didn't know.
That's where I heard it was a black lab, by the
Yeah.
way. I'll confess.
Yeah.
So I
Oh,
don't
really?
know. I haven't checked.
I mean, look, you can accidentally run over a dog.
Sure.
Oh,
I mean,
sure.
that can happen. So I mean, again, but if he's hunting dogs down,
Well, yeah.
I
I
mean-
mean, if someone shoots your dog and then you find out, oh, they also ran over a dog, that's relevant.
true, but could be a coincidence.
Yeah,
I'm just
it's a-
saying.
it's a thread
But if it's a
worth
black
pulling
lab that he
on.
offered a treat to and he shot it, well, that's a different.
You're the me of the dog world.
Yeah,
You,
that's true.
You can't admit that this guy's a
I'm ready,
monster.
I'm not ready to say that. I need more evidence. Let me see. Let's take a look here.
Yeah, Mike, I thought you'd be defending Falwell today.
It's
Is that
true.
his name?
Here it is. This is 25 minutes, Justin.
No, it's not.
That's how you know the guy's a
It says
fucking
25,
monster.
26 on the
Mike-
video. Oh,
Mike
no, I'm
didn't
sorry. It's all
defend him.
length of the video.
What's that, man? Oh,
Trying to listen to the dog get shot.
Okay, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good. Nope. 180.
He was offering it a treat.
Yes, and he's being that's play the video, Justin. It's like Karen Reed talking to Dave at dinner. You know, a little steaky. Have a little steaky wakey.
Nice small pieces so you don't
Have a
choke.
little steaky.
paw.
Client's so happy. Hold on. Client's so happy after his appetizers of meatballs.
Calamari.
Grown man.
Yeah, Dave, did they-
eating his meatballs?
I have I have food anxiety.
Oh yeah. Oh no,
Yeah.
Karen, totally. Yeah, I totally agree. No, look at the search. Look at the Google searches. Like fucking forget
Karen's
it.
wiping his mouth for him.
What gives you anxiety? Putting the food in your mouth
I'm
and
not
chewing it?
I'm not a foodie. I don't eat like a ton of different foods. I'm pizza.
We've been
steak.
out with him, Mike.
Right,
he's
it's
a
awful.
weird dinner guy.
Right. So I have
I'm
anxiety.
a plain
over it.
eater too. I
I know. Yeah, but he's like a nervous guy at
Right.
dinner.
No,
That-
well,
I've seen
not
that.
conversationally. Food.
Are you
food
highlighting your
makes-
hair as people are speculating?
No, I'm not highlighting. I got a lot of sun this summer though.
Okay, it's out there. I'm just saying it's out
Squeezing
there.
some lemon juice.
Yeah.
It's out there. Go ahead, let me hear this.
Is he?
Oh my gosh.
It's okay.
That's not even enough time.
The dog's also kind of backing up when he shoots it.
Yeah, but it's barking a lot.
No, but it's backing up though.
Yeah, and also like he you can't hear it, but like he puts his like fingers out like tisk tisk.
Dog doesn't do anything.
I don't even understand the argument. Dogs bark.
No, but I'm saying if it's an aggressive like pit bull, it's coming at you and it's jumping on you.
I think you got to let it bite you first.
Oh, I don't. No, I don't. These pit bulls will fucking kill you.
Oh yeah.
Just a dog coming at you, you shoot and kill?
If it's not on a leash, a pit bull, it's aggressive. No, you blow its fucking head off.
If
I'm
you're a
sorry.
cop-
people, yes.
Yes.
I get no problem. But this is crazy.
He was like
This
telling
is-
us to come pretty much.
Yeah, this is totally on this guy. This guy should be in fucking prison.
Jesus.
What was that? Was there? I know the guy, but I forget the story. Wasn't it a Wayland cop? And he was out for like 2 years because a dog was like biting his arm off basically, and he shot the dog as the dog
Yeah.
was biting him.
If a human's coming at you, you can't just shoot him.
If it fucking bites
some
you, it jumps
people-
on you.
No,
sure,
but that's what I'm saying. I'm
self-defense.
saying if it bites you.
Some people would
That's
argue.
That's what I'm saying.
otherwise.
That's what I'm saying. A pit bull jumps on you and is going after you.
That's what I said. I said you kind of got to let it bite you first.
Yeah, if it's jumping, if it's a pit bull, I don't know. Those things are crazy.
Yes.
People are such fucking cunts about their dogs.
Meter
man.
shot Tommy Harper's
Thank
dog.
you, Dave. Thank you, Dave.
True.
Well, what Meter did is certainly worse. than
Much worse.
this
What Meter
guy.
did with the dog, yeah,
That's
is good.
clear.
That's the worst.
Yeah.
That is true. What did you say, Dave, about dogs?
I just said people and their dogs. They're just like they're so fucking.
It's like people with their
annoyed.
bikes now. It's like they think the dogs own the world.
Right. Like the fact that like my neighbor lets their dog bark at all hours of the day and they do fucking nothing about
They
it.
should be shot.
They should fucking go to prison. Absolutely.
You have an issue with these next door neighbors of yours.
I don't talk to them.
Because of that.
I miss these Cullinane takes.
I never talk to him.
Do you
but
drink
I
with them at these school parties or no?
No, that's different.
Okay, that's gone now. It's
different.
Sure, I understand. Yeah. So you're barking all night. That's bad. That's bad.
Yeah, and the kids are sleeping. They were young when this started. Like, I should go over there and be like, "You're just a
Why
fucking asshole."
Why aren't you doing that?
Because I've never spoken to them before, and I'm not really that much of an asshole. So, I'm a pussy.
Yeah.
I'll come over for you.
I'd be scared of the dog, honestly. I wouldn't know the fucking deal. What kind of dog is it?
And the dog comes over to my yard. It's taking shits in my yard.
Is it really?
You got to talk to
Yeah,
him,
but I'm not
Dave.
like. At least
That
it's being
would-
quiet. I just care about the noise.
But shitting? That's true.
Oh my god. I have
dog
I have,
owns you.
I have seen people let their dog shit in my yard, and I've gone out and very politely given them a bag and asked them to pick it up.
A nightmare for them.
Well, not
You can't put up with that,
They did-
Dave.
like-
That's your fucking property.
Yeah, but they don't know that their dog came over to my property and shit on my lawn.
Well, where do they think it's
But they're
shitting?
allowing it to happen.
Yeah, they're just
They're
letting it
allowing it
loose.
just to wander around.
Yeah, and it's getting through the electric fence or something.
I'd be all in if there was whatever. If snap your fingers and no dogs exist anymore. I'd sign for that in 2 seconds.
Really?
They add nothing to society.
Even Clyde.
Even
go
Clyde.
that far.
Clyde's a swell dog. He's had a nice life.
When they're small, the first couple years, it's fantastic.
Great,
Then it
whatever.
gets
But I'm
good,
saying it's just a pain in the ass. I'm not an animal person, so but it's not for me.
Yeah.
Now, if producer Kate were here, she'd be fighting back.
See?
Yeah, but you see,
That'd be a
big
whole new
fight.
dynamic.
Yeah,
The Minahan
whole fight,
the Minahan family.
Whole fight. What else, Justin?
What did you mean by you say it's people like with bikes?
Well, people who bike think that they
Take
they
the
own the
whole road.
world, like not motors, but like bicycle, like cyclists.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no.
Yeah,
They do. So.
people with dogs are the same way. They feel like their whole lives nobody gives a shit about your dog.
Especially once you have human children.
Right.
You stop giving a fuck about anybody's dog.
Right. So Dave Portnoy and Miss Peaches, it's like I mean, but hey,
It's
make
filling a
money off
void.
it.
Did you
Yeah.
did you have a dog growing up?
No.
No animals?
No. Didn't want them. I hate animals. I hated going to the zoo as a kid. I thought it was stupid. It was hot. You're sitting there looking at an animal. Like, what the fuck am I looking at an animal for?
I don't mind animals. What I hate is the idea of like fur on your clothes. and
Exactly.
stuff.
Yeah.
Especially
The
me. I
smell.
can't see it. So
Yep. The
And that
smell.
smell in your
Yeah,
house.
everything. It's just I'm not. People are animal. That's great. I'm wonderful. I'm just not. I don't get it. You can't talk about movies with them or anything. It's like, what are you gonna do? Oh, you're sitting there. Like,
Yeah.
it's great. It's sitting there.
They have no idea what series had good finales.
Correct. Like,
None.
I'm not gonna watch golf with me, so I know I'm kind of all set.
a dog or Mayo?
I've listed several
I'd rather
good
have a dog.
examples.
I'd rather have a dog. Good. What else you got, Mayo? Any show notes, Mayo?
Not really.
Really? It's
No.
unusual for you, isn't it?
Because I was such a fucking idiot years ago, and I think I'm less of an idiot now. But you guys still think I'm gonna come in and like the show is the show.
You can have
guys,
criticisms or praise. I don't care. I'm just wondering what your thoughts are about the show.
I
It's
love
fine.
the show. I'm very glad Dave's back. I was literally
You didn't like Coleman. It's okay. Nobody likes him.
It's like cognitive dissonance when you convince yourself of. No, there were times I liked Coleman, and I even told him that.
Oh, that's important.
Wow.
But then at the
Mike, that's magnanimous, no?
That is big.
Yeah.
but then at the end,
Coleman, I like you.
I don't mind you.
at the end, I really hated him at the
What
end.
did you think of the whole Can't Be Lake Park thing? Are you with Kane? Are you with Mick? Are you with these people? Should he have knocked down the door, Justin, and drag Coleman out of bed and put him in the car and brought him there?
We're going.
That's a dividing line for Minifans to me. If you are on Mick's side, I don't know what to think of you as a
lot of
person.
people are. A lot of people are.
It's fucking
Then Justin should have broken into the apartment.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
great. I mean,
Yes.
That's nuts.
grow
No,
the
nobody-
fuck up.
Nobody,
grow
no,
up,
no
everybody.
nobody. But you think those people even believe that?
Yes. Mick
Really?
does. Mick does.
Mick's going
Mick
through
is
it.
not. Yes.
We love Mick.
I
Mick's
like
going
Mick
through
as well.
Yeah.
I wish
I'm a
nothing
maniac.
but the best for Mick.
Same with Justin. He likes Mick.
I would have
right.
been
Oh, yeah.
happy for
Dave's a
Mick
Mick
to
guy.
get the job.
I'm a Mick guy.
Yeah.
But Mick, not saying this to be an asshole. Like Mick needs some help.
I think Mick knows that. Mick's
Yes,
figuring it out.
and I
right
hope
now.
he gets it.
He's getting it. He'll be
Because
back.
he could be good. He can't maintain healthy relationships
Go ahead,
with
Dave.
I
other
don't think
people.
Mick needs as
Dave.
much help as people think Mick needs.
No, Dave.
I think he wants.
does.
No, I think he.
Dave,
does.
he's in here last time. He was looking a little
Right, but I also
I'm not
think
saying he needs shock
I also
therapy. I'm
think he
saying
was-
go to therapy, go talk to a professional once a week for a couple months, and it'll do wonders.
he came in here and always wanted to be Kirk Minahan and try to ruffle the feathers, and he was noticing that wasn't working from time to time, and I think maybe he felt a little self-conscious about it, stuff like that. But I don't think he's like severely has issues that he needs to work through.
Would you be able to sit in the car with those guys going to the Dakotas, Dave, in the back seat?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh,
I don't have an
I
ego.
could have.
Yeah.
Who the hell asked you, Mayo?
I'm just.
Well, we've done the three.
I'm fucking here.
See what I'm saying, Justin?
I'm here.
See what I'm saying?
But like, yes, yes, you are here. But also, like,
But we talk about stuff all the time. About everybody weighs in on every single topic.
Okay. All right.
Does anybody else in your world ever say that to you? Like, why do you make everything?
some people in my
yourself?
world say that to me, Kirk.
does anybody ever say that to you, man?
Oh, I see. So that's what I do?
Yes, that is exactly.
Does
what
anybody
you
ever
do.
say that to you? Like, boy, you're very self-involved.
No, because I think probably when I'm talking with friends and stuff, we're all kind of
How
doing
can
it.
you have friends? I find that so weird.
I think
Although I know, I could see your
a
friends
lot of
are.
groups have an Andy Mayo.
Right, exactly.
You know?
Yes. Yeah.
Where it's
Like
like,
the cool guy
Yes,
that everybody loves.
definitely.
Yep.
I like
That's what I
Mayo, but
meant.
he's a fucking bizarre human being. Cullinane hates him, but I'm a Mayo guy.
I like Mayo.
No, oh, thank you, Dave. That would have broken my heart.
Really?
That time Dave called me a cunt.
He's just
really.
Who can forget,
weird.
Mike?
Did you?
But at least like Dave called me a cunt, and then I
that
look,
time.
Yeah, that time, yeah.
I look back and I said, I'm willing to say, is he right? Like, am I being
You're
an
telling me
asshole?
something Dave Cullinane said caused you to have any form of reflection when the dumbest people who's ever lived?
Smart.
This is why I'm so easily broken, because
I don't know if you saw
it
this.
could be anybody saying it, and I'm like, let me consider the validity of that.
If you're worried about people not liking you, someone threw out the Mayo this morning. Did you see that?
What do you
Who's
mean?
that?
Steve from Gloucester.
Oh, he did? No, I didn't.
He made a
see-
video
oh,
where he's throwing his Mayo in the trash.
I did not see that. I did not.
Steve got very mad at me because
The two of you should just live together.
because I said, would it be funny if he got cancer because there's so many S sounds
Yes.
in that
Like what?
Just one.
cancer diagnosis?
Oh,
Good
gotcha.
luck. Today's an Andy Mayo day, but here's where Mayo belongs.
Where do you think that went?
That's a good one.
Whatever.
That's a good one.
Whatever.
That's a good one.
So Steve from Gloucester DM me. He was very upset for personal reasons that I made that joke. So I said, Steve, I apologize. I'll never joke about you getting cancer again if it bothers you that much. But if it bothers you that much, then I'm also going to block him and fuck him. You don't get to draw lines in the sand in the world about
Mayo's an entertainer.
Don't joke about this. Don't joke about that. Like, one thing with this show is like anything's on the table. If you don't like it, get out of the world. Like, I felt bad that everybody turned on Mutt, but when you participate in the show, you know that that's a possibility.
No one is listening to any of this. I don't mean to be a jerk. 'cause
I'm
you're
sure
here.
Menners is.
I mean,
Menners is.
no one heard that.
Menners
no
is,
one.
Menners is locked in.
Mike,
I did tune out a little bit.
I actually looked. I looked over at Dave's Mike's head was nobody. What are you
I
fucking
didn't
talking
realize
about?
I was doing it, but
What
yeah.
the fuck are you talking about?
Quidditch guy?
What are you
Quidditch guy?
What are you so mad about?
Quidditch guy?
Stephen
You-
Gloucester's a lunatic.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit?
I'm just saying he sucks.
We all agree.
Okay. So why am I going to get riled up that he doesn't like me?
But you are riled up that he doesn't like you.
No, I'm just saying he doesn't get the show.
You turned
he
it
doesn't.
into a free speech issue.
I didn't make it that far. Did you say that?
Mayo is a million times more insane than Mick. Like a million
Oh,
times
way more. Because
insane.
you know why? Because he can control. It's like crazier in a way. Yes. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Mayo's nuts. You know what Mayo looks like? JD Vance.
He does look like Jay.
Fuck,
You've
I've been
heard that,
waiting.
right?
I've been waiting. No one has
Yeah.
said it, but I've been waiting
You look
for
like
people
Jay.
to
You
fucking
see it,
realize
Justin?
it.
I do.
It's probably the beard.
And I got a little
The
like
hair, yeah.
neo-Nazi haircut.
Yeah,
thing, yeah.
you look like JD Vance.
Yep. I do.
And you've put on a few pounds. People have said on Twitter today.
You see, I know.
People have said, not me. People have said on Twitter.
No.
What do you mean? No, people have.
No.
I just say, have you?
No, I've lost weight.
Oh, good. Well, good for you. Good. Do you believe that, Dave?
See, you're fucking with me
doesn't look
right
like
now.
What else, Justin?
Let me see here. Not too much else. I have like Jake Marsh calling the winner of the.
No, I don't care about that.
Yeah, I got nothing.
I bet it's
What a
electric.
dipshit move by him. I know you've covered that, but
What's
holy
that?
fuck. Like going to the PGA Tour broadcast over like Barstool? That's
Also
another
just like-
dipshit decision.
Yeah. Also, like they were doing that creator thing. They're trying to be edgy. They had Jake Marsh and Dan Rappaport. Jesus, the worst part of our broadcast last year. What do you say, man? I'm sorry, Mike. Go ahead.
Is that a dumb move for Jake if he weasels his way into a play-by-play spot?
Well, he's not going to get a job. He's not going to get a job on the PGA Tour doing that.
But I'm saying somewhere if he's calling fucking college basketball for ESPN or whatever, you know what
I think
mean?
I think it would have to be that.
Yeah.
I just don't know why he can't do both.
How bad is the talent pool if he's pulling out ESPN
I mean, he does
play-by-play
stink.
games?
Josh is definitely better than him.
Oh, by a mile.
Not even
Oh,
close.
easily. But I think they look at it and say like, he's a Barstool guy, but also he's safe.
Right.
You know what I mean?
We're kind of edgy if we hire
Yeah.
him. Yeah, I guess. But Yeah. I mean, at some point you got to go for it if that's what you want to do. He's a pretty young guy, so maybe he'll get. His voice just isn't built for that. I don't think.
No, Josh is a great. I wouldn't have thought Josh had such a good voice for it.
I know he's got a great voice for it.
It's unique.
It's true. We haven't heard from. Oh, Josh doesn't listen to the show. I always forget that. Like, we haven't heard from him lately, but he doesn't listen to the show.
I think I saw Josh a couple
He
weeks
says,
ago.
I'm going to do it myself.
Yeah, I'm watching Justin now sitting next. He's moved over to
Yeah, what's going on over there?
for the drops.
He's like on top of me.
He's like
They'll figure out
mounting Cullinane to play the drops there. Jesus Christ.
You guys going to do another basketball season?
No.
No, you're not going to do the open tryout thing?
Nah. It's past. It's moved on.
I thought that would have been funny, though.
Yeah, it's moved on.
No Coleman.
I've moved on
know?
from. We did it. It was fun. I'm also old. Like, banged up my finger, banged up my groin, my back. It's just like, it's not, I'm not built for it. I'm too old.
But what about not basketball, but another, like, show competitive?
Like what, Mayo?
Like a local darts or
No,
pitch
we're not
or-
doing that.
You a darts guy, Mayo, by any chance?
No, anything.
Definitely. Mike,
just saying
Mike,
anything.
why would you make that leap? Nobody thought that.
Or a golf league, a KMS golf league. You guys go
How do you
easy?
film? How do you film that?
You think
Well,
think
you do, but
you would get
it's
like a production
fucking-
team?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a super expensive endeavor.
How'd
Golf
you do?
team.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
How did I do it? I had a camera, a laptop.
I
and-
will say darts. We could probably
Darts would work.
We could film.
Yes.
Do you know anybody who plays darts, Mayo?
No.
Oh, God, it's disappointing.
I thought he was gonna.
Yeah, I figure you probably play
I'm
darts.
sure he's in
Oh.
a darts league.
I was thinking, fellas, it's not about me.
Pickle boy, pickleball boy, or no?
Nope.
You? No. Okay.
Never played.
No, I think we're that happened. We had fun with it. If it happens organically again, we'll do it. But as of right now, no. But season 2 will not be as good as season 1.
I think the tryout thing is how funny would it be? Because Kevin from Bristol would put it.
It would not be that funny.
He would try so hard to make the team, and it'd be great if all these guys came out and tried, and then you just went with the same people from last.
We'll
season.
see. Maybe next summer. Not for
spoiled it anyways.
Not for a while. I feel like then we play games again, and it's like, I don't know. We had fun, but maybe end on a good note. Like I thought I did with Cullinane a year ago. But he's back.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy the basketball stuff? Oh, you were one of the games.
Yeah,
hitting on
I enjoyed it.
Ron's mom.
Oh yeah.
I didn't hit on her. I was just pointing out the obvious.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's part of you got to lay out the landscape for the people at home.
That's a good point.
That's true. I did picture them in my mind.
Yeah, couldn't see them, but yeah, he laid it out for you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There you go.
right.
That's where I saw the divorce stuff for Cullinane.
Oh,
I think on Reddit.
Sure.
People were like,
I hate people like. How do you listen to this show? I don't understand that. All this all I ever say is stupid shit.
He's
like
a
that.
horny loser.
Can you imagine fucking
lunatic.
idiot?
If they-
That's
Dave,
three times a
got
day.
divorced
Whoa,
because-
Dave, I'm just saying on Reddit, there were people saying things like, "Oh, Cullinane's such a horn dog now that he's single."
Because I made a
they must
random
be
comment
divorced.
on a basketball stream about
take it up
spectators.
with Kirk's balls.
Do you believe what you
or
read on the
whoever.
Reddit pages?
No, but I'm
It's
just
all
saying.
bullshit. I mean, go for it. Not write whatever you want, but it's all bullshit. Somebody read it, call his marital status?
I don't know, man. People.
I know he's getting divorced.
There's
but
a
nobody
lot.
else
There's a
does.
lot of creeps in the
Eventually his wife
Minifan
will
world
leave him.
who like to look up personal shit about people and try to use it against them.
I mean, there's not that many anymore, I don't think. Are there?
I think so. Well,
Well, it's good that Mayo communicates with them.
Yeah,
anyways.
great. It's
no, but no.
I don't like what I'm
Believe
seeing
me,
right
they,
What are you seeing right now?
This is more of a me role personally, but if you want to take it, it's
What
fine.
is it?
I got an email for a media request for you to appear on TMZ Live.
Hey,
For me or Cullinane?
This is just I don't like what I'm saying.
What time is this
It's
at?
for Kirk. It says to 10:30 to 11:30 Pacific time. So that would be what?
All right. Got to do it.
1:30?
Am I going to be with the guy, with my guy Harvey, Dave?
Yeah, you'll be with Harvey and the guy with the long hair.
The guy
Harvey
with
and Charles.
Should I do it, Dave?
You have to do it.
Should I do it, Mike?
Absolutely.
All right, let's do it.
I think you should too.
Should I do it, Mayo? Yeah. Okay. Should we have Mayo do it as me?
Yes.
And just shut up, Mayo. just have Andy Mayo be me.
If it was a different subject.
Yeah, that's a good point. Right?
Yeah.
Somebody is dead. That's a good
Yeah.
Well, we don't know what it's about, Mike. You're assuming it's about.
That's
St.
fair.
Patrick's.
Yeah.
Yeah. What if it's about season 2 of the
You
basketball?
brought Cullinane back?
Season 2 of the basketball team?
But the screen was so small.
Is it about Sandra Birchmore?
I could read. I'm sure it is.
Glasses or no glasses for that, Dave?
No glasses.
Okay. How about holding the glasses?
Hold the glasses.
Could you put them
Gesture with them.
to?
What do you mean?
I think you should do it with him.
I'm thinking about the problem is these are readers. I can't fucking see anything
You
like,
look
far away.
Clark Kent. You got that. It gives you that like reporter.
That's what I
vibe.
said. I mean, I am Clark Kent during the day, but I'm Superman, solver of murders at night.
Yeah.
This is true. Got to give everything to be able to fly.
Is that what
That'll
you would
happen,
pick?
Mike, or no?
You never know.
It's true.
I've doubted
yes.
you before, and I've
Yes.
been wrong.
That's true.
Jetpack tech. Yeah.
Yeah, right,
You'll
yes.
probably before you die.
Because I don't like planes, so it'd be
Be able
great
to
to be able.
fly.
What speed do you think?
I'm not a physicist, so I
Sure.
don't know whatever
point.
speed.
But yeah, you know I'd be able to fly.
Well,
You know
no,
that.
I've seen videos online. Like we're pretty close to just fucking jetpacks being a thing.
Be unbelievable.
They said that in the 80s.
That's true. Be unbelievable to get from here to California. If you flew by yourself in the air in like 10 hours.
Do you ever have dreams where you're flying?
What else?
Why do you?
Come on, we're talking about flying. We're talking about flying.
Metters could fly by himself from Australia to here. I'd love to see Metters in the air, just flying around like that, like Superman with his little legs.
Metters is the best.
And he's not the best, but he's fine.
He's
I like Metters. I've never not liked Metters.
He's pretty good.
Metters is great. Metters is great. Yeah. Guys like you worship Metters.
I don't worship him. No.
Yeah, he's
I
great.
respect him though.
Okay, Dave, you have anything?
Do I have anything?
Yeah.
No, I'm all good.
He brought it today, Mike, didn't he?
Yep.
Nice.
I wasn't supposed to be here. I thought it was I didn't think I would
You
be on
thought
the
what?
air.
But you were here
I know, but I thought we were just doing the case thing.
at 9:30.
Oh no, I came early, but the plan was just to come for the case. Yeah.
I see.
Showed up unprepared.
I'm not on a payroll yet.
Damn
Tuesday.
straight, brother.
First show really back on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Who's here, guys? Do we know? Who you book?
No idea yet.
Okay, Mike will probably be here, right?
Probably.
All right, drag him back. who's going to be with him? Who'd you like to have in, Dave, for your first show?
Are
with
you a
Mike?
2-person all the time guy now?
Not necessarily, but if you give your pick of somebody back with Mike, who would it be? It's your show.
Can I have the pick of nobody and just Mike?
No, you may not.
Have to
Thanks,
think about
buddy. I
this one
appreciate
a little bit. Let me think. Who do I like that's been coming in lately?
Remember, no mutt.
Do you like
No
Do you
mutt.
like Steve from Gloucester, Dave? He was kind of after your time, wasn't he?
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah, he never really
I like him.
interacted.
I wouldn't want him on the first show, but I like him.
Yeah.
He's Steve's okay on the show.
I like being bad wrong. I like being bad wrong.
And he's his own star
say
there.
that
right? I
to try and mend that fence.
No, I don't need
No,
to
no,
go
no, no,
defensive.
no, no,
I
no,
have
no.
nothing
Insulting
to
his
apologize
wife.
for.
I'll be honest.
No one's talking to you, Mayo. He's talking to Cullinane. What do you
Yeah,
mean?
you thought I was
Nobody,
talking to you?
like over the
You're being
top.
honest about what, Mayo? What the fuck are you talking to?
Sorry.
God, you're so fucking. So no, I don't. I'll be honest. I'll be honest.
I didn't even realize you. I didn't think it was possible he was talking to me.
That's like unbelievable. Two people are talking. I was like deep in that conversation, like 20 sentences in. I'll be honest. So by the way, it's a good sign you'll be honest is when you do that.
If I can be frank.
Yeah, nobody's doubting your honesty at that point. A bizarre person.
Can I sneak in one more question?
Sure, go ahead.
Well, Cullinane thinks about his third chair choice.
Yeah.
I'm busy, Dave, but so self-sabotage keeps coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Like Mutt, Mick. I think I'm like, is there
course you
something
do,
about
man.
the show?
At least Mayo gave it the pause. Where he was like, "Should I do it?" Then he was like, "Fuck it, I'll do it."
Is there something about the show that you think attracts self-saboteurs?
I mean, we've done this a million times. The show attracts crazy people, and I used to think it doesn't attract more crazy people than others, but I don't believe that anymore.
Yeah, what is it?
I think it's. Mike and I we've talked about this. There's not many shows where the people on the show become in this world little stars.
Yeah.
That's what
Or that
happens.
the people on the show are fans of the show.
Right.
Right.
The internet speakers then go on the actual
And they go on other shows to talk about it, and people talk about them. Then they do shows talking about the shows that talked about them.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then it just blows up, and then they get 8 to 14 tweets about them. So they think
And they think
when
they're
you go
like-
from but when you go from like, I remember Chris Rock saying this. It's a much bigger scale. Where they're like, well, how did you think how did it feel when you became the biggest stand-up guy in the world? He's like, when I went from being nobody to SNL, that was way bigger than becoming. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because then I know what that's again way smaller.
Oh,
extent.
that's a good point. Yeah.
Way smaller extent for me, but like I remember the first couple of times people recognized me from like Comcast at night or something.
Yeah.
Or I've told the story of Tim Hortons and my dad in Maine in 2011 or 12, and the guy recognized my voice at the cashier. That from being nope to that is, and that's what happens for these guys. So I get that. Like things are kind of like, and then people start saying that you suck after a couple of times. The first time it's like people were doing with the kid the other day, John
Dales.
John Dale's like, oh, he was great. He was great. He was good. Third time, if he does that, people are like, you fucking suck.
He's boring.
I miss Cullinane. I miss Coleman. Yeah. He's boring. Then I'm not saying him necessarily, but then they lose their mind.
Right.
Because they've never dealt with it before.
And you
that's the long answer. That's why.
Yeah.
I think that's why.
And then, but then
I know that
you take it very serious, even though like you.
Mike's done it. We've all done it. Like you
eventually realize it's just some fucking retard on Twitter.
Correct. Yeah.
But like at first you're like, well, why would they say this if everyone wasn't thinking it?
Right. Then you try to convince them that they're not. And it's like, well, why are we?
Yeah.
Steve and I took a conference call during the case one time. We're like, let's just have haters on. You were probably on it. We had like 200 haters on the conference call. Justin, remember?
Yes, I do remember.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I had disappeared. Right,
you were gone at that
before
point.
Yeah.
And then I was done. I was like, well, we're never doing that again. Like, I think my attitude now is pretty open. I'm like, well, like guys like Sneak, you hate the show, whatever. What am I gonna do? You hate the show. It's a fucking show. You like it, you hate it. You think it used to be good. You think it's better now. You think it sucks. Knock yourself out.
It's super
But I'm
interesting.
lucky. I have perspective, and But when you're new to it, like whoever, yeah, we see it all the time.
You get that little taste.
Yeah, it'll happen. 10 more times in the next 2 years, I'm sure.
It's interesting to see now that it's been 5 years, the like each new generation of fans, because you can tell sometimes if someone's newer by what they're complaining about.
Yeah.
Because they'll be like, oh, Kirk said he was done with so-and-so and now they're back. And it's like, well, then
That's the way
I
it
think
goes.
you've only been around 6 months because, yes, it's 5 years of course. Like, don't take it seriously when he
But even
swears off
that, it's a
someone.
show where people who have been around longer are like, the new people. Like everything is examined, everything, which comes from me because that's how I do things. So I get that. Like I'm fine with all that stuff now. Like it used to bother me. Now I just think it's all funny. It's funny. Like I don't, two guys in the show, one little guy in Australia and some guy Kane yelling. It's just, to me, it's a very funny thing. 5 years ago, like what the fuck are they talking about? I just think it's funny now. They can all. Everybody hates a show, loves a show. It's great, no problem. But yes, I think when people come in, Mick's a good example. Like you this stuff chews at you and you lose your mind over it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or you don't, you get over it eventually. It's where Cullinane is good. He doesn't care,
There's only a few people that haven't broken, like Montante's.
Yeah. Well, he can be
Montante doesn't-
sensitive though. He's a
Yeah,
blocker.
but he's never broken.
I'll tell you, he's got a good attitude about his Coleman.
Yeah.
Very playful.
Yeah.
Very playful.
Coleman could take a punch.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You
So
just can't trust
That was the other
anything
thing I
Coleman
didn't think.
says.
No.
You called Coleman the other day.
Yeah.
And I didn't think when I was like, oh, is Coleman coming back? I was like, I don't think he's that good enough actor.
No.
Because that was a very relaxed phone call.
I never thought I never considered Coleman. I don't think he even want to, but that was never. Because he fucking just left a month ago.
He's doing a gap year.
He's doing the gap. Yes.
It would have been great if essentially just took 6 weeks off.
He just came back. All right. Well, Cullinane, welcome back.
Thank you.
We'll see you Tuesday.
Yep.
We'll have an episode up, I think today.
Yeah.
Okay. On the Case podcast as well. BlindMike.net, Blind Mike Project. Go subscribe.
Yes.
Mike, will you say something or no? Nope. Justin, anything you want to promote?
Just the ads.
Oh, yeah, we'll do that in a second. And Don Felder tonight in Lynn, right?
Yes.
Tickets on Ticketmaster.
Tickets are in the description of the podcast.
On the podcast. Okay, good. DraftKings.com. Code Kirk, K-I-R-K. Download the new DraftKings Pick 6 app right now. My code Kirk, K-I-R-K. Code Kirk for new customers that pay $5 and get $50 in Pick 6 credits guaranteed. Plus 1 month of NFL Plus Premium on us. Offer expires September 19th. Only DraftKings Pick 6. The crown is yours. We got NFL, college football. You get the Tour Championship this week in golf. Tons of stuff going on right now. So get moving on that right now. DraftKings, of course, our great friends at Milton's. I'll have to tell you about these guys. Well, I suppose I should. Miltons.com. 3 great locations. Buy one, get one free. Sudafed continues to roll on right now. I'll be at Milton's next week and a bunch of stuff. The greatest store in the world. Go to Milton's. I don't solve this murder without Milton's. Plain and simple. I was wearing it with Steve a lot in South Carolina, season 2. Felt comfortable, felt good, felt alive. Miltons.com. Go right now. Unnamed in like 2 minutes?
Yep. And then if you'll be on TMZ at 2 if that works.
2 o'clock local time.
Yes.
On TMZ.
Yes.
All right, sure. We'll do TMZ. Why
Long
not?
day.
Is that on tonight? I assume it would be, right?
I would believe so.
I think, right? Okay. All right, there you go. Mayo, thank you. We'll see you soon, I hope.
Thank you, guys.
Anything you want to promote, Mayo?
Williams Lawn Care in Northeastern Connecticut. That's my guy, Ethan, who's a big fan of the show.
Thank you, Ethan.
Sunflower for Kids at Lapsley Orchard in Pomfret. You have a lot of fans in my area of Connecticut.
I know, Mayo.
So
Why does
that's
he
a
have more
good,
to promote
that's a
than I
good
do?
fundraiser.
I'm starting the show in 1 minute with fucking
Kirk, may I please stay for?
Sure.
Can I stay and watch?
That's fine by me, Mayo. Sure.
Thank you guys for your work. Thank you.
Okay,
for the
we'll
show.
talk to you tomorrow. Goodbye.